Well, yeah, I'm pretty much ready to go whenever you are, bro. I'm to be honest with you, I'm in the zone 24/7.
Yeah,
But
nice. I like that.
for anyone who isn't aware, and welcome back, so everyone, to the podcast. But yeah, for everyone who isn't aware, every 10 episodes, I have a guest from the past come back on. So I've asked you to come back on today. And I was actually looking forward to it for ages. And I like giving the opportunity to let the guest host the podcast for the day. So technically, Shreyes, this is the Shreyes cast today, not the Doxcast.
Thank you, my bro. So, look at me. I'm the captain now.
Yeah,
But, yeah, I think this is going to be pretty cool. Trying something different. And yeah, that's all it's about, right?
Yeah.
Change it up. So, yeah, so I was thinking we do something a little bit different.
I'm going to try not to cut you off, but I do apologise in advance. I might do it a little bit.
Uh-huh.
What I did want to say, and I apologise for cutting you off, is that the Swapcast, I do love giving people the opportunity to be able to host. And I really wanted you to come back on because the first time you came on the podcast, you came prepared. And that's something that has only ever happened less than the amount of times I can count on my hand, dude. Like, maybe 2 guests have ever prepared anything. And you know what? You're one of them. And you're the first one to do it too.
Thank you.
So I really appreciate that. So I knew coming today you'd have some kind of notes or talking points or even just things that you've been thinking about because I know you're a very deep person.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I want to say. I want to say thank you for coming so prepared last time. And I just appreciate you coming back on for a second time.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. And I'm always, like I said, I'm always happy to be here. And just, yeah, that's it. I like seeing my brothers win and those that deserve to win. So we're here now.
Legend.
So Doxie, I got a couple questions, bro. I just wrote some points down. And just, yeah, we'll just freestyle off that, bro. So,
yeah, nice. Beautiful.
So, bro, there's something that I really think is real. And I believe till this day, even till now, that we're all still animals, bro. I don't necessarily believe in the evolution theory. It doesn't really make full sense and stuff. So, like, and I'm not here to beat around the bush and stuff about that. But I do believe us as humans, like, yeah, we're human species. But I do also think that we have like instincts, bro. Instincts that have allowed us to survive. And these instincts, I think nowadays, they've said that they're like certain things like empath, anxiety, anxiousness. I believe that these are our survival instincts, right? That help us like do certain things. Now, what's your thoughts on like that?
I can understand that definitely, and I think because when I think of the word instinct, I think instinct means like subconscious action. You know, it's a thought that you didn't intentionally have. It's biological. You know what I mean? So an instinct, when it comes to anxiety, might be one to play off. That's a very survivalistic instinct. If you weren't anxious about how the future's going to go, you might not, you know, hide your valuables. You might not hunt and start refrigerating some of the meat so it lasts longer, so you don't have to go hunt again in the future. Like, being anxious is just being very far forward in the future, in my opinion anyway. And I think that's definitely an instinct.
Yeah. And
in terms of like we're animals, yeah, it's hard, like, because I don't know if I believe in evolution yet. I haven't came to that conclusion. I do like, it's fun to believe the stoned ape theory. That's a very fun theory where they believe that humans came from apes, and the reason we took a big leap is because we found psychedelics and mushrooms and all these things expanded our brain for the first time.
Yeah.
But obviously that would have taken hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years.
And adding to that, Jake, bro, like that's a mad theory. And I think that's a pretty cool theory. Makes sense. But then why do we have fossils of everything that's prehistoric, yeah? Like of the apes, we have skeletons of the apes that were back then, but we don't have anything in between, in the middle of the species evolving. Like we don't have any fossils of that. That's like, I feel like that's a good argument for that. But like, yeah.
I know what you're saying. Because there was lots of different type skeletal phases, but there is massive leaps between, and they never know what caused the human brain to double in size. You know, that's one that's never been figured out. Like I think, I can't think of the exact scientific terms, but there was like a part of the brain that multiplied itself. You know, and it happened across every single one. It would have happened against every single species at the same time when it comes to humans. And that's crazy. No, so you're right. There is a big missing chunk when it comes to the theory. You know, if we did come from apes, where's this part? Why does it go from this size brain to double the size in no time?
That's right.
Yeah. And what's the conversation we're playing on? So
animal instincts, like things like terms like being an empath, being able to understand people, stuff like that. Like, what do you think about that stuff? Like,
That's a good question, actually. I think being an empath, I think, can only come from your own experience. I don't think it can come genetically. I don't think you're born empathetic. I don't think you have naturally empathetic people. I think empathy is the output that the input was trauma. So once you've gone through something and you know how that feels, now when you see someone else going through that, you can empathize, because you know what I mean? Like it's almost like if someone told me that they failed their HSC exams, for example, right? They didn't get the grades they want. I don't have a bone in my body that gives a fuck. Like I don't care, because like I've never experienced that. I don't know. I've never tried to be pass a HSC and failed or accomplished it.
Yeah.
So I'm not empathetic. But if someone tells me they've gone through a heartbreak, or someone tells me, pardon me, someone tells me they lost a loved one, someone tells me they've gone through these things that I've gone through, I'm like, oh, I know how that feels. My condolences. I'm sorry. Like, I'm empathetic.
Yeah.
I know how that feels.
You can almost feel for the person. But what I should have narrowed down the question is like more along the lines of like sense, like, you know how you can sense energy and stuff like that. Like it's a term that gets thrown around now a lot. But in that sense, would you say you got that power of sensing energy, seeing if...
I'd say so, yeah. I'd say I can sense energy, not even always visually either, you know what I mean? Like visual senses, I'm fucking 100% down the bat. I've got that. I might say 99%. I'm not 100% in anything. But I think I can often feel not just people's energy. I find myself feeling pulled towards careers or hobbies or interest or love and all these things. Like I feel like I'm pretty aware of what's going on. So when I notice someone's depressed without telling me, I feel like I can sense that pretty quickly.
Yeah. Would you say that affects you? Like sometimes, like if say you're around someone that's really like just in a negative mood and stuff, and like, would you say that affects you or not?
I would say it would affect me, but I choose to remove myself from it. Like I don't like to spend time with people like that, because it would affect me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's only so much. It would take up my energy fighting it. You know what I mean? Like that. If someone's an evil person and they're just trying to be a piece of shit to the people around them, if you hang around that person, they will infect you with what they've got. You know, so I can sense if someone's not good, and I'll just remove myself from that person, because the energy it's going to take to fight off that, it's not. What's the point?
Yeah, exactly. It's not the point, bro. I'm going to tell you something. Well, I felt like I started to feel people's energies and stuff. Like I'll say a few years back, it's close to the time where we did that last podcast, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't know what it was, and then I could first sort of like sense like if the person like good energy, like, you know, around in the stomach area, then like in the chest as well. But it got to the point where like it really, if it was really bad energy, like if the person just felt shit, I felt shit as well. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, why do I feel this? Like, I don't want this. Like, I literally got so upset. I was praying to God, like, why did you give me this thing? Later on in life, bro, the more that I started to learn what it was and like learn that, like how I can use it to my strength as a strength, bro, it became like a superpower.
Wow.
It became a freaking superpower in the sense like it allowed me to connect with people better. Like just, that's all it is. When my friend helped me break it down, he's like, it just allows me to connect with people better.
It makes sense, I guess, because if you can feel that someone's down, then instead of absorbing all of it and using it as your own thing, if you can fight it off with them, you know what I mean? You can actually help them, you know? Like, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
And when you say you feel it in your stomach and in your chest and all that stuff, that's definitely foreign to me. Like I might need a bit of help understanding it. So is it different emotions make you feel a certain way inside you? Like say if someone's angry, you might feel that in your stomach, or if someone's sad, you might feel that in your chest. Is that how it works, or is it like that?
So basically, if I feel like as if like the person's in a bad mood, like tensioned or stressed or worried, I feel it like here in the center of my chest. And then like before I used to feel like, why do I feel shit? Why do I feel anxious? What do I think? Because I have no fear. Like I feel like you can develop that mindset, but then I feel like we'll get to that. That's mad. That's a mad point. Yeah. But I feel like if I have that mindset, then why do I feel that bad? But then it's like, this is where I want to go into. I don't think it's necessarily like an empath thing. I think it's like an animal instinct, like an instinct that we used to have to survive. So it's like if I'm hunting in the wild, I can sense another animal, like what that animal is doing or how that animal feels. So it's like in that sense.
I get that, because even the back, bro, it's like I completely understand it, even though I haven't experienced it, because the examples I'm using in my head is like, remember being in school, right? And you're at the assembly. I think it was called an assembly, where everyone waits in the same room or oval or whatever it is, and you have like the teacher speak on. Maybe it was like every Monday morning or something like that. It was a big thing that everyone did in primary school. You can feel when someone was looking at you behind you, right? And you always turn around and stare them in the eyes, you know? Like, you know, that's an instinct, bro. That you're right.
That's
it's an instinct. And you can feel that.
You can feel it.
And that explains when your neck hairs, it's like, it's going to sound a bit dorky, but you know, in Spider-Man, his neck hair, his arm hairs stand up, you know what I mean? Like his spidey senses, like we can tingling. Feel stuff along that same kind of thing. We just haven't turned it into a piece of science that we educate people
No,
with.
we haven't. But the crazy thing is, there's people that do this, bro. They just don't, it's just not talked about, bro. That's what's crazy. Like there's certain rappers like Skepta, and he'll be like animal instinct, and he'll say things like that, but I feel like if you know, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, fuck, I want to learn more about it. But it's like, yeah.
It's very interesting to be able to listen to yourself as well, because even to identify within your chest, you're feeling someone's anxiety, right? So a lot of people that study forms of energy like Reiki energy and even meditation and healing and chakras and all these things, they believe and they practice that if you're doing pressure points on people's bodies, you can relieve their anxiety. You can actually, you know, push on someone's shoulders in the right spot to help them remember things when they were kids, you know? And so, and even a really easy example, people always say, I'm so stressed. They can feel it in their shoulders, bro. You know what I mean? Like when you're stressed, you feel it in your shoulders. Like your body and your brain, they do work together. So I can imagine that when you're feeling these things, like, it makes sense. You know what I mean? It actually makes sense.
Yeah. And I agree with the point that you said, where it's like, you know, if you've gone through that, you can sense what the other person's gone through or something like that. You have to, So that makes sense, bro. But
yeah, that's one of my favorite quotes of all time, bro. Empathy is the output to the input that was trauma.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I guess it kind of works in reverse too. I think about that sometimes. Like, say someone you know goes through something like they got fired, right? And then telling you about it, and they're like, bro, like you might be kicking back with the boys, and it's like, I got fucking fired today, bro. And everyone's like, well, that's rough, bro. But anyway, we're going to go watch this movie, or we're going to go gym, and you just brush it off. But then if you get fired a year later, you might go back and finally have empathy for your mate. You know what I mean? It's not until you've experienced it that you know what he's talking about, you know?
You just go, like, sometimes you just don't know.
Yeah, I like that, bro. I like that. It's definitely something I want to start thinking about more. I want to start thinking about whether I can feel people's energy in my physical sense instead of just my what's the word they use, like not supernatural, but what's that word that people use when they like telekinesis, or they can do like far out. Scully tells us about this word all the time. Anyway, whatever the word is, I'm gonna start thinking about it more.
And bro, there's another one, feeling someone's heartbeat. What's your thoughts on that?
I've heard you say this in a video, all right? I've heard you say this in a video, and I found it interesting. I did not understand it. I didn't understand it. I'm trying to remember if I understood any of it, but I've never experienced that. So as much as you can deep that, I'm happy to go into.
So, bro, similar principle in the sense, like, I felt like I got this power over time. Now, I know it might sound funny, like powers and stuff, but I feel like once you start to hone in on it, you'll be like, bro, this is a superpower. It's literally a superpower. So, like, even there will be times where I'll be spending time with people, friends, whatever, and then I feel my heart rate beat, like, really fast or something. And then I think to myself, I'm like, why is my heartbeat, like, beating fast? Like, it's not me. Then I realize, I tell myself in my mind, no, it's them. I truly believe with all of my heart that we can sense that. You can sense the heartbeat. And then, but it's not a bad thing. Like when I first started feeling people's heartbeats, I like.
So you know it's not your actual heartbeat.
100%. No, it is definitely the heart. Like it's in the heart, but I feel like there's some kind of sense in it that just like it just starts beating.
That's
like very
crazy,
fast.
bro. That's crazy. So it's like a second heartbeat.
Bro, like I don't. God knows. Like only God knows. But I can honestly like.
Wow.
Yeah, feel it. And I even I have athletes. They're able to even slow down their heartbeat. So it's like, that's possible from like simply just tensing the fuck out of your abs, yeah, and then taking in deep breaths and then manually contracting it, like slowing it down.
Well, there's I listened to a podcast recently about a guy named Wim Hof, and he believes he slows his heart rate down as much as possible.
And I do Wim Hof breathing every night.
Wow.
I do it every night because it just helps with everything, alleviate all the anxiety, and I feel like a clear head when I sleep, bro.
Yeah, I've never tried it at all. I remember the podcast I listened to, he ran Joe Rogan through a technique. So I did it while I was driving myself anyway. And I probably shouldn't have been driving while I was driving. I've got to be honest with you.
You could have crashed the car, bro.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy, yeah.
Did you get the body high?
I got like a very, very light-headed, relaxed.
Yeah. It's like you did a nang.
Yeah.
It's like you did
very,
a nang,
very
yeah?
similar.
Something like that, yeah. Because
Yeah.
you're literally, when you think about it, bro, you're slowing down the oxygen in your brain or something, and then all the deoxygenated blood gets pumped out, and then I don't know the science behind it, but bro, it allows me personally to take colder showers, get into like cold water, just more in honing with the animal instincts, bro.
Yeah, nice. I like that you like the terminology of animal instincts. You know, it's very interesting to look at because most of us as humans, we don't consider ourselves to be animals. We don't even put us in the same category.
No way. Yes, but I feel like I've been reading a bit of Robert Greene.
I love Robert Greene.
Bro, he's top bloke, man.
Yeah. Which book are you enjoying at the moment?
I feel like the laws of human nature now.
Oh yeah.
But in it, he even talks about fear. There was like someone that could feel other people's heart rates, and then to that guy would do the conversation. So if he noticed that the person's heartbeat was very fast, he would go be a bit more excited, like when he talked.
Yeah.
And then if you notice that it would be a bit slow, he would be a bit more monotone. And then, bro, it's like you're almost in a trance like thing.
Yeah.
It's
I can
freaking
imagine
insane,
that.
bro. And like, there's some people like that. Like,
Yeah.
I definitely think I've spoken to some people like that. I'm like, whoa, what the heck? But
Yeah. Well, comedians do that stuff, bro. Like, have you ever been to a comedy show and watched one in the city
I
or anything?
haven't, man.
Man, it's a journey. They bring you into their world of laughter. Like they know how to not just do it with one person. If they can sell out a theater, I've been to a couple of theaters.
Wow.
They'll do. Let's just say that show probably had about 750 to 1,000 people in it, right?
Wow.
And
That's a
they
lot,
got
bro.
the entire room to come on this ride, and they took my fucking heart rate, my emotions,
Yes,
up and
roller
down,
coaster.
up and down,
Roller
bro.
coaster.
And it's like, I was in amaze, I was in awe. I was thinking that is art, dude, to do that, you know?
Yeah.
And, comedians get underrated for what they're able to do, but they're psychics at the end of the day, bro.
Yeah, they have insane amounts of influence as well. Like people like Kevin Hart. Personally, bro, like I don't find his humor funny. Like there's only like 1% of his humor that I find funny, but outside of that, bro, he's a shark. Like he's a very smart businessman. He's very intelligent, and he's a G, bro. Like
He's an athlete, bro. He's a full athlete.
Exactly, for what he like, for his height, like he's not the tallest guy, but bro, he does something, man. And there was one video, bro, that just made me die, bro. Like you've seen the show Top Boy?
Yeah. I haven't seen all of it. I've only seen
Just
bits
you know
and
about it,
pieces.
yeah. You just know the terms like about it. So then they were doing like a little skit, and then they're inside the like, you know how they put the vans out and the backstage and stuff like that. So then Jamie's standing over there, and Kevin Hart's over there, and then Kevin Hart's like to Jamie's like, "Yo, man, where's the food, huh?" He's like, "Where's the food? Where's the food?" And then Jamie's like, "Bro, like what?" Like he's like, "Yo, where's the food, man?" Like, "Come on, where's the food, man?" And Jamie's like, "Yo, let me slap this camera." Like
Yeah,
that just made me like,
pressing him.
yeah, that just made me crack up, bro.
Just pressing him, bro.
Yeah,
He
'cause
would have known too. He would have known he's not the right guy to press.
Yeah, because it's just like, bro, it's like a little chihuahua just freaking doing something funny, bro. Like, but I love Kevin Hart for that, bro. He's a crack up, you know.
Me too. I'm a massive fan of Kevin Hart. And I'm the same with you. I don't find all of his humor the same, but I do find myself and being constantly motivated by the life he lives, bro. He's he's sponsored by Nike. What type of comedian gets sponsored by Nike? That's crazy.
You're right.
That's crazy, bro.
That's a big
Nike's
brand
a
deal.
high performance athlete, bro. That's what it is. You know who else Nike just sponsored do, which is interesting. I'm not changing the subject a little bit, but do you know Kai Cenat, the streamer? Yeah, he's a full sponsor by Nike too. He's a Nike athlete too.
Bro,
I don't know if they call them athletes. I guess he's a Nike
Sponsor now.
sponsor or influencer or whatever.
That's fucking insane.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
And I respect what he's done, bro. Like as much as like, I wouldn't say I watch his content, but he's just doing it like to survive, and he's changing lives. Like, bro, that's it. Like,
Top of the game, bro.
exactly,
I watch a lot of
he's winning.
I watch a lot of his
That's all.
stuff, bro.
Yeah.
And He is a performer. He's not just a streamer. He's not just a guy with a YouTube channel. No, he's a director. He's a producer. He's an actor.
Yeah.
He's a entertainer at the highest level. Yeah.
Insane. Insane. Bro, like, let's be honest, yeah. I truly think that confidence makes you way more attractive than just improving your looks.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
makes you way more attractive, bro. What do you think about that?
I think that's unprecedented, bro. I think looks play a massive role in it. Like, because I'm going to pretend I'm not looking at it for myself first. I'm going to pretend I'm looking at it as a girl. Like, if I'm interested in a girl, obviously I think looks are a massive play. But then a girl who might not be a 10, she might be like, objectively speaking, I know this is a bit slack to do, but let's just say objectively speaking, she's like a 6, right? If she's got good energy and she's confident and she's happy to smile and make a laugh and do all these things, like, bro, she's a 10, bro, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, confidence is sexy, bro. So if I can find that attractive in a girl, I just know that is attractive for a guy, you know what I mean?
But for men speaking only, like as men, we want to improve ourselves, right? Because like, let's face it, like, I honestly believe like there's only so much self-improvement you could do as a guy to improve your looks. Like, because that's a 10-year plan or 7-year plan. When you're training, you know, you're dieting, you're learning, you're doing things like that.
Bro, that's I've never thought that. But look, improving your looks is a 10-year plan, bro.
Yeah, it's like, bro, it's like you're constantly gonna. It's not like you just get a haircut. It's like, bro, you're training, you're changing your body language, your posture, you're reading how to speak. I feel like that. Nah, that's more like that leads into confidence. The reading thing.
Even in a way, it's also visually expressive. Like, you know, if you're clear and you speak with your open mouth and your pronunciation, like, that's still looks. I think that's looks as well. But bro, I've never thought that. But yeah, you're right. Like, working on yourself is, because I consider what I do with my body is like a canvas, right? I consider me to be creative in that sense where I'm designing how I want to look. So I train to get the exact type of physique I'm going for, and then I put tattoos on my body in the places I want to get, and I have goals when it comes to teeth and hair and looks and style and all these things. But I want now. I need to shift that to this is a 10-year piece of art, dude.
Yeah, bro. Like, you're not even in your prime yet. How old are you now?
Oh yeah, I'm not in my prime. I'm 26, so.
Bro, they say like our prime is like after 30. So it's like,
I think 27 is when I'll start. I've always felt that when I hit 27, I'm going to start my incline properly. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm trying to sprint to 27, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not waiting until I get there. I'm running there.
And in that sense, bro, what I mean is like, as well, is like say, okay, let's take who's someone you know that's like a celebrity that looks like my ass but is fucking famous, like confident as fuck. Who do you know?
Like not in real life, just on the internet and stuff.
On the internet, yeah.
That's not attractive, confident as. To be honest, there's a guy, Stavros. He's a comedian that I really look up to. He's fat, he's ugly, he looks like he smells.
Yeah.
And Post Malone's another good example too. Post
Bro,
Malone.
exactly, bro. That guy looks like my ass, bro. But like, bro, he's freaking living the best life, you know? And like, why do girls find him attractive? Yes, because he's a singer, he's got money and stuff, but bro, that all ties into confidence. He's one of the most confident men in this world, bro. So it's like, I feel like if you work on your confidence, that makes you way more attractive to a larger audience, you know? And then you can just like, whereas if you only go off your looks, which is superficial, it's like, oh, you just be like, did I get a haircut today? Or no, I don't have a skin fade. It's like, bro, you know this, like, fuck, man. It's like,
well, I don't even know how that feels, bro. If I don't get a haircut on a Thursday, by Friday, Saturday, I'm feeling pretty unconfident. That's to say the least, bro. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
But here's a thing I want to ask you then, because I've been thinking about this as well. How do you draw the line between confidence and egotistical? You know, where does that line stand? Like, I've always thought it's after a certain amount of confidence, you become egotistical. You know.
Well, what is your definition of confidence? We'll start there.
I think a definition of confidence is
like, if you could say a confident man, yeah, what is your ideal confident man?
I think a confident man is someone who's presently proud. That's a confident man. Anyone who's presently proud of who they are.
Presently proud, like in the moment?
In the moment, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can be looking forward to looking better. You don't have to be like, I'm perfect right now, but you can know right now that you're taking the steps to become that guy later.
Yeah.
And that's confidence, because you know. You're not wondering, you're not worrying, what do they think? Wonder what this... Nah, I know.
Okay, so say there's a room of 10 people, 10 guys, men, how would you know which one is the most confident? Or like, yeah, how would you know if they didn't talk at all, they weren't saying anything, they're just standing in a line or somewhat like different heights? How would you know that person is which, if you had to pick one or two, who would be the most confident if you could pick? What would you do to identify?
It's a good question. I think, to tell you the truth, I probably wouldn't be able to tell you who would be the most confident. But I think I would assume based on looks. That's what I would assume. I'd assume whoever's the best looking, whoever's in the most shape, whoever's got the most recent haircut, and whoever looks like they chose their outfit with intention, I'd say he's probably the most confident. But I don't know. Maybe that guy's insecure. Who knows? Yeah. What would you say? What are you looking for?
I wouldn't go necessarily off the superficial things. Before I probably would have. Now when I go and I look at that room of 10 people, I'll look at, first thing is like body language to me.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's a good one. Yeah.
I feel like that, bro, will tell me like everything. And like I don't know, I always relate it back to girls, but like I feel like girls can just sense from body language, right? Because I feel like when you enter a room, bro, without you even saying anything, your body language says everything for you. It's like a portfolio for who you are. And then people, without you even saying anything, bro, say you walk in a church, it's like you come in like body language, gentleman, like the man, you know, you don't even say anything, bro. People will just flock to you, like your aura will just come like that.
Yeah, I think so too. I think your body language might show more confidence than your looks.
Yeah, definitely. Because I feel, bro, I know so many people that look 100 times better than me, but they're not as confident as me. They're way taller than me. They got better freaking features and stuff. They're better physiques. I'm like, but like when we stand in the room, it's like the body language doesn't lie. So I feel like if you work on things like that, bro, that will make you, but you know what I mean?
How do you even work on your body language? I've never thought about that before, you know what I mean? Like, I guess intentionally I do make this decision. If I haven't got a haircut and I'm feeling a bit insecure, like let's just say it's Saturday morning and I'm already in the shopping center getting my haircut because that's as late as I will go, all right? I'll walk intentionally, faster pace, chest a bit higher, neck a bit fucking solid when I stand, you know, and I guess I'm visually trying to make myself feel like I'm confident and I don't really know any other way that you can try and improve your body language, you know? Like, is there something that you try and intentionally do, work on your body language?
Yes. Now, when I with body language, I feel like it says a lot. And I'll explain a few different ones that I used to think was mad confident. So I feel like the first level of better body language is just like trying to be able to hold yourself together. So it's like, okay, you hold yourself like this. You're not really, you know, twitching or moving, or like you're not sitting shy. It's more open body language. I feel like open body language is this like when you're out like this, just whereas opposed to like closed, because when you're closed off, it can look either one of two ways. It can look like you're ready to fight someone.
Definitely.
Like the combative stance, you know, like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
You
like
kind of look like it now.
Yeah. Like, you know, when you're like this, it's just like, if I walked into a room and I saw like a few guys sitting like this, I'd be like, oh, okay, that's a bit like, why are they sitting like this? So I wouldn't really care, but I just think, okay, maybe there's pressured or something. Whereas like if they're sitting more loose, it's like, oh, this person. Now going to your question of how to improve the body language, bro, I feel like it comes down to, what helped me improve my body language was like fighting. Bro, if you've ever noticed like a fighter, yes, they have combative stance, like body language, but they also have very loose body language. And dancers as well, bro. Dancers have amazing loose body language. I'm a terrible dancer, bro. I'm freaking terrible, and I'm an average fighter. But like I'm a terrible dancer in the sense like I'm too stiff. Like I move like a robot. So I feel like that's something I want to improve, like work on. Definitely doing some kind of dancing this year, or like break dancing or some shit.
Yeah,
all the stuff that like.
Bro, I did break dancing when I was a kid. I did it.
Yeah, I want to do that stuff, man.
I did it for 7 years, eh? Yeah.
That's mad. Bro, that's freaking hectic. Yeah. That's fun, probably why you have good body language.
Okay, maybe. I never thought about that. So I guess man. Like maybe body language comes from just being a bit more fluid with your body movement. You know, maybe if you do yoga or you stretch or you train or you run or you dance or you move like it was in fight, maybe you just naturally are a bit more relaxed and loose, you know. And I guess it would come from confidence.
Yeah.
Bro, it's so interesting, bro. You're making me think a bit about like all these different things that come together to make the best version of yourself.
Yeah, because I feel like if you work on, because and going back to the thing, what makes a man confident? I feel like he's just confident in himself. Like he doesn't have to have like a lot of things, you know. He's just actually confident with himself. So it's like, yeah, he's just like similar to present in the moment. Like present in the moment, that's confident. Like, yeah, you might have a lot more things than me, but like, I like what I have.
Yeah.
I might not have the freaking Nikon camera, but I got a Sony camera. I love it.
Yeah, Sony's.
You know,
I love Sony anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think confidence might be certainty. I think confidence might be certainty. You know, you're not worrying about anything. That's confidence, in my opinion. You know, you're not worried whether someone thinks you should have a Nikon instead of a Sony. You're certain you've got the camera you've got.
You're just content.
Yeah,
like,
content.
Bro, you might have like that's cool. Like someone checks you for that. Like, oh, how come your camera's a bit old or something? But like, bro, it is. It's like having an old iPhone, bro. I used to have a freaking iPhone SE, and I had the button, and like this is around the time when I lost my iPhone 12. So I just sort of used that phone for a long time, and everyone thought I had an iPhone 6 for ages. And I was like it's not gonna change the fact that like it still does what I need it to do.
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna change the fact like I'm able to call, and if I'm able to be happy with that, confident with that, then that says something about you, not me.
Oh, definitely, bro, definitely. Well, bro, I think that you're definitely a confident person. Like there's no question about it. Like the videos you make, like I think to myself, and it inspires me. I've said this to you before on FaceTime. I've said to you like. You're a big role model to play for me recently. Recently taking my journey on content.
Yeah.
100%, you get a massive contribution towards that. You were an influencer for me, honestly. And that's what an influencer is, bro. An influencer isn't just someone that people notice online. You actually help influence someone else to change, bro. And you influenced, bro. I don't know, bro. I've never been able to fucking go out and talk with microphone and interview girls and try and pick up girls, get their numbers, bro, like this, that. I'm thinking, bro, it's hard enough to do that for lads off camera. You know what I mean?
Bro, when you put it like that, yeah, bro, that's so true.
So you're confident, like, bro, you're confident enough,
You too, bro. I definitely think that there's men that have superhuman confidence. I definitely think you're one of them.
Thanks, bro.
Like insane levels of confidence. To have your own studio and to post videos online, not fearing of how you may look and stuff, or like how you may sound, that's a different level of confidence, bro. Because like you got to really like yourself, you got to love yourself, like, because bro, I don't know about you, but I used to hate everything about myself.
Oh,
bro.
facts,
bro. I used to hate my voice.
Yeah,
I
facts.
used to hate my voice. I used to be like, bro, why does it sound so soft? Like,
that's funny you say that, because I used to think that. I haven't thought that in a very, very long time about myself. Hey,
Yeah.
I used to think for a long time I got a gay voice. It's fucking too.
It doesn't sound masculine and stuff.
I don't know. Like, not masculine. I thought it sounded not feminine, but I don't even know how to describe it. Squeaky.
Yeah.
Maybe I was 12. Maybe
Bro,
I'll
break it down, because I only thought of this recently. I was like, bro, Chris Brown, his normal voice sounds like very squeaky. Sounds very like you could say it's gay, like, you know? But bro, like his voice when he sings is like a pretty boy. Like the most, bro, women will just fall in love from his voice.
Yeah.
So then I started thinking, I'm like, maybe my voice was meant to be soft like this so that like when I do sing, it sounds like better. So then it's just all perspective, bro. Like people might look at that and think like, bro, this guy is talking out of his ass, but bro, I don't really care if it's going to help me in my game of life that I'm playing. Bro, I'm going to freaking use that hack, you know? It's like,
well, I think on that play of confidence, bro, and I appreciate you for saying you think I'm a confident bloke as well.
No, you are.
I think
you are.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I will agree with you in that sense. I believe myself to be confident, but it's not from a place that doesn't first come with what's the opposite of confidence? Maybe like self-conscious, arrogance. No, not arrogance. I'll come first way before arrogance. Like I'll come from self-conscious first. Like I'll first come from anxiety and nerves and all this stuff. Like that video I showed you today, right? That I would have posted, by the time this comes out, I would have already posted it so I can talk about it. But that video where I dressed up and scared people in public, you know, where I was dressed up in that suit, that was not something that I was confident enough to do until I started doing it. The whole time thinking about doing it, bro, I'm like, oh no, bro. Like,
bro, this is a mad topic. This is a mad topic because we can just literally talk on this for ages, bro. Because
well, then I want to know if you feel that same thing. Because and the feeling I'm trying to articulate, and you might understand, but I'll explain it for anyone listening who doesn't yet understand. It's like, I'll make a public video. I might be doing hey guys, I'm doing a food challenge. Hey guys, I'm at this gym. Hey, or I might even be talking. I might just be doing a prank, right? People watch that and I'm assuming they think to themselves like, man, he's so confident because he can go do that.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, me, the guy making it, and the guy watching it are feeling the exact same emotion, bro. If he was next to me, we'd be going through the same butterflies, the same sweats, the same, and it's not every time I'm like shaking, bro, but it's like in my stomach, like I'm thinking,
Yeah.
whew, and I just have to like, whew, and get it done, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I have to just ignore that feeling and do it anyway. It's
But
not like I'm
that's- but-
naturally this guy.
Yeah, that's what people don't understand, bro. Like, bro, even the videos that like see that one you made. Remember when you showed it to me, the first thing I said was like, bro, I don't think I could be able to do that. Being as confident as I am, like that's something I would love
That's
to work
crazy,
on.
yeah.
But it's like, it's not that I can't do it. It's like that to me is like a level of confidence. So like I would love to attain that. So it's like the way I see it, bro, is like even with the podcasts and the videos and stuff like that, you remember what it was like recording your first podcast. Like you would have been so shy. You would have been like, man, I don't know how this sounds. But the more you did it, it just ingrained in you that like, no, I can do this. I can do this. And it's the same with like talking to girls and stuff. The first girl you probably talked to, myself included, I just, bro, like if she saw this now, she would laugh at that. Like how, if I looked at it now, I would laugh at that. But it's like over time, it just becomes easier and easier. You become a bit more smoother, a bit more calibrated.
And that's so important, bro. So it's interesting to know that you do feel the same feeling. Like if you're out, maybe not exactly every time now, but when you started and you were out, like let's use the airplane video that you filmed, right? When you're on the flight.
Yeah.
I think you're talking about breathing in that video, and I'm sorry if I'm not remembering correctly, but I remember you had the book. You had, I'm pretty sure you had Robert Greene's book with you in that
some
video.
book, yeah.
So I can't remember exactly what you were talking about, but I do remember thinking while I was watching it, how is he feeling while he's recording it? Were you feeling that same feeling like, oh, I'm about to do this in front of people, like this is, I gotta ignore it? Were you thinking like that?
Yes and no. Yes, in the sense like, all right, these people are probably not going to like what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah,
Cause
yeah.
like, and then there's also a feeling of like a little bit of anxiety, but it's like that anxiety where it's like, I'm about to do this now. All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Like where you feel scared, but you do it anyway.
Yeah.
It's like going into war. It's like, fuck, Mike Tyson, when he said it, like he went every fight, he's like, I was scared before. But it doesn't mean that like he's physically scared. He could just feel it. But then he still went in and he just fucking destroyed. So it's like in that sense, I feel that sort of sense. But at the start, bro, I was shitting bricks, man. Like recording videos because you're like, what is this person gonna think? What is this? And then eventually, I feel like you probably have this now because you're that confident. Life feels like a movie.
Yeah, bro. Facts, bro. When I went down today, I went down by myself to go film that video, and I bumped into Patrick while I was there, which is just a God's gift to me because it did make me feel a little bit more ready to start filming when I bumped into him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was standing next to me and he's saying, all right, so what are you going to do? I'm literally about to set my camera up right here and I'm about to film it right here.
Yeah.
And he goes, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm feeling like nervous next to you doing it. And I'm like, I'm thinking mad. I'm feeling that too. You know what I mean? I'm not by myself feeling this. Knowing that you feel it as well makes me feel better. And now I feel ready, you know? And then he's like, but what are people going to think? And I'm just like, well, I think, you know, people are going to enjoy it. People are going to catch on. People want to gather around as a crowd and, you know, this, that. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
You know? And he said to me afterwards, he's like, wow, bro, like I seen the vision. Like it came to life, you know? And
even that video, bro, sorry to cut you off, but the video you made, the first one where you did the, not the beach one, but the one where you went into the gym and you did that HIIT workout.
yeah,
That looked scary, bro. Like in the sense, like you're going into a new gym, you're freaking recording. There's a lot of people, like, and plus, like you know, there's people that are bigger than you. Let's be honest. Like, there's guys that they've been
Bigger,
training, like 40
fitter.
players,
Yeah.
50 like you know what I mean. So it's like I was like, fuck, man, that takes balls, right?
yeah.
To do it.
Well, that's another one. Thank you for bringing that up too, because that was another one of those scenarios where like I had to go and take in a camera, and shout out to Damo. Thank you, Damo, for coming and recording for me that day. But like, bro, I'm going up and shaking people's hands in a room full of people while there's a camera pointed at me. You know what I mean? And they're all aware that this guy's got a camera pointed at him, and and the owners of the gym were saying, hey, this is Doxie, he's going to hear, he's going to film everyone, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it's not like I'm just that confident motherfucker that can go out and do that. It's like, I'm not that confident motherfucker that can go out and do that. So I just ignore it. You know what I mean? I ignore the fact that I'm not that confident guy. Maybe that's what confidence is, bro. Maybe confidence is ignoring self-conscious thoughts, you know, it's ignoring that shit.
Yeah, definitely, bro, 100%. Because like, eventually it'll get to the point where you don't even hear that noise at all. Like I'm sure you heard that noise like when you're making these first podcasts and stuff, but bro, it gets to the point where it's just not even there. And if you do hear it, it's like, I didn't hear that. But bro, you know what's crazy as well? I've heard this about certain people, like famous people, rappers and things like that. They have alter egos. I've done a bit of reading into that, but I never could like actually fathom it, like how they do it, where it's like they have a different entity that they turn into. They're like, okay, I gotta like for G-Eazy, he's a mad rapper that I like, but his normal presence is Gerald, you know, the guy that's introverted and thing like that. But when he turns into G-Eazy, then he turns into this guy that becomes a mad musician, slayer, like just alter ego. So he's like, yeah, I don't know. Have you heard anything like that?
Dude, I'm glad you bring it up because I 100% believe it, dude. I gotta be honest with you, bro. I'll be completely honest with you. Doxie is a character. Doxie is a character that I've been inventing for years and years and years and years. I am Jake. That's who I am. My mum knows me as Jake. My sister knows me as Jake. My brother knows me as Jake. And my dad knows me as Jake, right? They're the people, and maybe my nan and people in my family, right? When I get a girlfriend, I'll introduce that girlfriend over time to Jake. That's not Doxie, bro. Doxie is the guy who just does it anyway. He ignores how Jake's feeling, and Doxie's the guy who just takes the leap, runs the distance, jumps off the thing, asks for a pay rise, he asks for the girl's number. Like, that's not who Jake is. Jake's shy and he's a lover boy and he just wants to fucking sit around and talk about his fucking girlfriend's day with her and all this shit, bro. It's like, that's not the person that I am when I show up, bro. You know what I mean? Like, Doxie is an alter ego, bro. He is. Doxie's a brand. Doxie isn't just an alter ego. Doxie is an image, bro. Like, and it's something that I've been working on since I was fucking 17 years old. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, that's crazy, bro. But would you say that's different, that identity, that entity is different to, like, say the character? That, because you know how, like, let's be honest, like, a friend was explaining this to me. I was like to him, bro, what do you think of that Boosie guy? Like, did you say Fusi? Boosie.
Who's Boosie?
So Boosie is that guy, that American dude that's like, he's African American, and he just talks about, like, being real and things like that. And he's been on podcasts and stuff, like Fresh and Fit. If I show you a video of him, you'll be like, oh yeah, this guy or something.
Yeah.
But the character that he plays, right? I was like, bro, this guy looks like a clown. Like, yo, I'm the real one. Like, yo, you don't know what I've been through, like that. Like, I'm just like, and then I'm like to my friend, like, what would you do if you were sitting on a panel with them? And then he'd be like, well, first of all, like that might not even be the character that he is outside of the camera, off the camera. And then I was like, bro, what the heck? Because he's like to me, bro, like, Shreyes, people like that, they have masks on. Like, that's what they do to just, like, they might not be like that on camera. It's not that they're not that person. They're not that confident. It's like they're portraying this image because that's what allows them to go crazy.
Yeah.
You know, like, go crazy. Batman, for example, like, he's not like that when he does his thing at night. But when he puts on the mask, then he's a different freaking...
Yeah, but 100%, bro. I was actually thinking about this in the last week, so I'm glad you bring it up because, like, we are all doing that whether we are aware of it or not. You know what I mean? The Shreyes that you are with your grandparents is not the same Shreyes you are when you're with, let's just say, Lozzie or something, you know, Lossie, or with me, you know, and the Shreyes that you are with a girl isn't the same that you are with your parents. Like, you actually play different roles as a human. That's what we do. And for me, the Doxie I am at work is actually a whole different Doxie than the Doxie I am on camera.
Yeah.
The host that shows up to this show is not the same guy that goes to the gym, bro. The 100%. Guy I go to the gym and my training partners, they see a whole different version of me, bro. You know what I mean? Like, even when, I don't know if you've noticed it, maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but I noticed the difference as soon as we start recording. I noticed I'm a different guy, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the same guy preparing for the podcast as I am on the podcast, you know? So I think some people just take a really extreme version of that and they play a character of themselves, which is still a version of themselves, but it's like, let's look at, do you know who, Sketch? Do you know Sketch? Sketch is that kid, he got caught like last year doing like a bunch of OnlyFans gay stuff, but he's basically like a streamer. He has a sketch effect, like, what's up, brother? What's up, brother? What was it? This one. Yeah. What's up, brother? You ever seen that kid? Sketch. Anyway, he's a character. People don't understand he's playing a role on the internet. Yeah, he is a awkward, shy, stuttery kid, but as soon as cameras are on, he's the extra shy, awkward, stuttery kid. You know what I mean?
And that's what people don't understand, man. Like, they're just like, like the viewers as well, because I feel like they don't have a high level of understanding. They don't realize that like maybe this person's not really like that. Like not that they're not like that. It's like they might be completely different to how they are in person. So like in a good way, it's like yeah. I feel like I get this a lot, bro, because it's like I feel like I wouldn't say that like I'm famous. I wouldn't even call it fame, because I want, like, eventually I would love to have like mad international fame or something like that. But like still, like whatever some of the videos, they're making some noise.
Yeah,
kinda,
for sure.
It's kind of cool. I mean, like I got recognized in Melbourne by a lot of people, like in
Yeah.
the videos. Even Sydney, everywhere I go, they're like, oh, it's that TikTok guy. Or sometimes it's love and sometimes it's hate.
Yeah.
But like it's still, I guess it's cool and stuff.
Dude, everyone that fucking knows me through my social media, right? And if I've mentioned that you're coming back on like this today, everyone's like, oh, I've seen his videos. Everyone. My barbers, oh, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I'm sitting down with mate Shreyes. And like, do I know Shreyes? I'm like, I've had him on the podcast before. And I'll explain. He makes videos, you know, in real life, interviews, gym, training. Yeah. Everyone says, oh, I've seen him, bro. I'm not even lying, bro.
That's fucking crazy.
Everyone says, I've seen
crazy.
him before. You must have, you could probably check on TikTok and shit how many views you get, but you'd have, you'd have millions, bro, of views. Like, especially after that Instagram one got 230,000 views. You have other ones get 50,000 views. There's millions of views added up, bro. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
It is crazy. But like at the start, bro, I'm going to be honest, like when I first started noticing that people actually knew who I was a bit like, whoa, this is too much for me. Like the attention, in the sense like, sometimes it was bad attention because I didn't know how to be myself in front of like more people noticing. I noticed that like that it was hate. Like I could tell that people were talking shit, you know? And then it just sort of got to me. I was like, fuck, I don't want this, man. Like it's just like sort of got upset. That's when I sort of stopped making videos and stuff. And I was like,
I remember that phase. That was after our episode, I believe.
Yeah, bro. I went through sort of a very big low. But then that's the thing about being low. You'd never stay low forever. There's always a high. Like what comes down must always come up, and what comes up must come down.
Yeah. But Central C says in his song recently, what goes up must come down. When you're in the air, prepare for the landing. And I think that's a fucking bar and a half, bro. Yeah.
And then I had this one, because to me it doesn't really mean anything. Because like, take away all that, take away the Instagram, take away the TikTok or whatever, I'm still the same person. Like I'll be happy. I'm the same as I am on camera and off camera, because I've always wanted to be that. Like in the sense like it's difficult to be that. Yeah, I might be a bit more extroverted. I might be a bit more like loud and stuff, but it's like. So then, so going back to that, I feel like I don't want to have my identity off that. Like my character, I want it to be so strong that without any of that, like it doesn't even matter. Like it could go away and I'm still the same person. Like my TikTok account, I feel like it could get banned, bro. Like I'm not even, they've banned, like not banned, but they've striked some videos over the stupidest shit, bro. Like I remember I posted a video, on Instagram. It was funny as fuck, bro. Like my friend was driving in the car and I was recording and I was driving in the passenger seat. And then we just saw a bit of road rage. I was like, why are you coming fast? Why the fuck you coming fast? You know, why are you coming fast? Like, it's like a parody of that Indian video. It's funny as fuck, bro. On Insta I posted, no problem, no drama. And then TikTok I posted, then they're like, this is swearing, this is harassment, this is bullying.
Wow.
And then it just got rid of the video. And then also, there was another video where I took a screenshot of our podcast, like the screenshot that you sent me, bro, where it was on the YouTube thing. And then I had an Andrew Tate, like, thing, ad in the bottom. So that's not even related to our podcast or nothing, but because it was in there in the screenshot, they took it down.
Because it was Andrew Tate.
And then I was like, bro, honestly, like the way I see it, I'm like, this is good. If my TikTok gets banned, it's like, maybe it's God telling me, Shreyes, you need to go on YouTube. You need to take the next step. Like TikTok, it's cool and all, but bro, fuck, why not YouTube? Why not try YouTube?
Yeah, 100% you should do YouTube, bro. 100% you should do YouTube.
That's why I respect all the people that actually are like doing YouTube and shit, because bro, it's...
The whole
that's a whole
bro.
different like scene, bro. It's like
especially if you want to make long format videos, bro, and work a full-time job. Like, I would love to make long YouTube videos. I'm just I can't do that on my ones at the moment. That's too much commitment. Like I don't have that much time to spare. If I did, I'd love to be able to do it. But TikTok in itself, bro, I think you've used TikTok for what the platform was, bro, and it's definitely helped you meet yourself. It's been a good amount of self-development you've gained, definitely confident-wise, tackling that fear, doing that stuff in public and stuff like that. It would have developed you, but I think TikTok is one of those things that are just going to go. So anyone who's building their life around TikTok should transition to other things, whether it be
because let's be honest, if I'm going to be honest, I feel like YouTube is where the money's at. Like
having
an audience on YouTube is way more loyal than having an audience on TikTok.
Yeah,
because YouTube, they're choosing to subscribe. It's not like you just press a button or something.
Yeah.
They're choosing to subscribe to watch you daily or weekly. And then they're like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like that's...
YouTube's a conscious decision because whether you subscribe or not, you're still going to get videos every week when they post them. That's why it's a harder market to tackle, bro.
Very hard.
I have like, I think I have 98% unsubscribe rate on my videos. That's crazy, eh?
And I'm not surprised, bro, because like, that's just, I feel like that's what happens before it blows.
Yeah. But even the biggest podcast in the world, right? Say, let's not use Chris Williamson. Let's use Diary of a CEO by Stephen. He'll have right now one of the highest return on subscribers to viewers, and it's like 70-something% unsubscribed. No, maybe he's at 70% subscribed.
Yeah.
No, I think it might be unsubscribed, bro.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. So it's it's definitely a harder thing to tackle. But at the end of the day, bro, retention's retention. Doesn't matter if people are subscribing, following, liking, commenting. Doesn't matter what's happening.
Yeah.
It's time people have spent watching, and time people have spent watching is what pays the bills, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And building a loyal fan base and stuff like that. Yeah, bro. I think that would be one of the goals. Definitely. But it takes a lot of time, but it's worth it, bro. Like, you only have one life, man.
And it's fun.
Bro, you only have one life. The way I see it, man, now, Doxie, you don't understand, bro. Like, I feel like now I go into every interaction, like, as in, like, I might be tired, like, I might not feel my 100, but I'm like, I told God I'm going to give him my all. I'm going to meet him knowing that I gave him all, because, like, we don't know. So it's like, I feel like that just helps me drive to just go even harder, even if it's only 10% more or something.
I like that. I like that you opened up about that with me as well, bro, that you're not always feeling like the same version of yourself.
No way, Doxie. Bro, before I got a haircut, I just felt like I only got a haircut after 3 weeks, and like I've come back and I didn't feel like 100%, but I always I would still do things even if I felt shit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when you do it like that, it ingrains it, bro, inside you, so that when you do get the haircut, bro, you don't even see a difference. You're like, oh, I got a haircut, nice. But your confidence is like set. It's like rock. It can't be shaken. That like...
Yeah, what I'm thinking as you say that too, I'm going to play on this idea. I'm going to test it out over the next month or so. Is that like, haircut's a great example. We'll use haircut again. Like, you get the haircut on a Thursday or whatever day you get it on. I get it on a Thursday. That means for the rest of Thursday night, all of Friday, all of Saturday, I have that level of confidence because I know I look fresh, right? But then from Monday to Thursday again, it starts to run out. So maybe even in the times where you don't feel confident, if you still maintain doing everything you should do, like training well, eating well, showing up to the occasion, smiling, shaking hands, if you do everything that you would still be doing while you felt confident, by the time the next cycle kicks in for confidence, you have even more. You know what I mean? It's like, it's maybe that's what being confident and consistency is actually meant for. It's not so you always feel good.
Yeah.
It's so that every time you feel good, you feel better than the time you felt good before. You know what I mean? And that's just maintenance, output, maintenance, output, you know?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's making sense. Is that making sense when I say that?
That does make sense.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, Doxie, on visualization, manifestation? Maybe not manifestation, but visualization. Because I feel like it's a similar thing, manifesting and like...
you might have to deepen it a little bit then. I've never really played the word visualization.
Okay, now like let's say you're about to do a podcast, for example. Do you visualize it going well? Like in your head, and then it's like, yeah, I've already seen... Because a lot of the greats do this, like McGregor, Napoleon, they would win the battle in their mind first. Like he would always say things like, if I see it in my head and going through, I can't be beaten. It's like, in that sense, like I feel... What do you think about that?
I don't know if I've ever thought like that. I don't know if I've ever imagined the feeling of success. I just accept that it's going to be great no matter what. You know, I don't really visualize a successful podcast or a successful video or a successful painting. If I'm painting a picture, bro, you know what I mean? I don't visualize it's going to be great. I'm just confident that what I'm doing is the right thing to do, you know, if that makes sense. Yeah. I don't know. I've never really visualized in that regard.
Yeah. Same. I haven't been a dude that's always visualized, but I want to start visualizing more, bro. I feel like it does help, especially in terms of like even confidence, bro. You know what I mean? Like, let's take the haircut, for example. Like we get a haircut, but then we forget we even got one until you look in the mirror. So it's like, imagine you visualizing yourself, like, you know, like sitting here. Like I would visualize myself sitting here with the skin fade, how I look, how I feel, what we're talking about. And then I see you over there on the on the seat, and we're talking. So then it's like almost like a mental picture, bro. It's crazy.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I have a mate. I'll consider him to be a mate. We did spend a bit of time together, but he was a guest that came and did a podcast, and then we did a couple of videos outside of that as well, training and shit like that. Alex, his name's Alex Milovanov. He came and did a podcast, and I've been watching his content ever since. And he put up a video recently talking about like when he goes out in public for the day, if he's leaving the house, he'll put on his best outfit, he makes himself, and then he'll stare in the mirror, and he'll keep waiting in the mirror until he might spend a couple minutes until he finds the best pose. When he gets to the angle and he knows he looks good in that angle, he'll stare at it for a second, and then he's straight out the door. So the last thing he remembers is the fact that he visualized and then he can visualize all day how he looked. You know what I mean? That's how he looked leaving the house.
That's powerful as fuck.
And then he's got that extra skip in his step.
That's powerful as fuck. And then also something I feel like that helps give you more confidence as well. It's like, you know, when we take a photo, right? Like sometimes we might take it from like here, this angle, because we're like, oh, this is my best angle. Or it's like, oh, I take a photo from this angle, or this is my best angle. It's like, no, I truly believe you should take it from your straight on, because it's straight on. It's like, you know what I mean? And then I feel like when you do that, you ingrain in your mind as well. Like, you're like, no, this is how I look, bro. Because I hate fucking taking photos from straight on.
Yeah.
I used to hate it because I'm like, fuck, I don't like how I look. I feel like I have better features this side. You know what I mean? So I feel like once you start doing shit like that, where it's like, this is how I look. You know what I mean? Or sometimes I do weird shit, bro. I'll visualize myself being bald. Like I'll look in the mirror, yeah? And then I'll visualize like I've got no hair here. And then I'll think to myself, I'm like, I still look good bald. So it's like, it doesn't even like, so it's like weird shit like that. But
I like that.
You got to use your mind in a way that like elevates you. It's tough, man, because your brain's always telling you like you're lower than you actually are. But we got to always be in control of our brain.
I think it's good that your brain wants to do that. You know, I think it's good that your brain wants to make you feel
less than what
you are, because that's the voice in your head that makes you strive for betterness.
100%.
You know, so without that voice,
otherwise it would be egotistical. Would you say?
Yeah,
it would lead into like delusion. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe egotistical is believing you're already good enough without any more work needing to be put in, you know.
I like how you put that.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, self-doubt is the thing that makes you confident, because you can ignore it and continue to go towards greatness.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think that the whole looking yourself frontwards was my example that I used myself when it came to watching myself edit videos. And you might find relation in this too, that when you started making videos and then you go back and you're on CapCut or Instagram, whatever, and you're editing and you're watching and you finish it, you watch it again, you finish it, you watch it again. Any little detail here, there. It's like you started to meet yourself. And that's all that looking at yourself from the front is you're becoming familiar with yourself. You're not, and visualizing, it's almost like when you're a kid, right? And it's like you'd have like a group photo, right? And then everyone would go back and look at the group photo together, and you'd point yourself out. I know what I would, and I know other people would too. You see yourself and you're like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, I thought I looked cooler than that.
I thought I sounded better than that.
Yeah.
Bro, that happens all the time.
And I think that
happens all the time. But it's our brain, bro, just telling us, fucking with us. Because sometimes you might feel better some days than you were.
Well, I think it's because we visualize too much.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was when we were kids. We imagined we were this character, and when we were confronted with reality of who we really are, we were shocked, like we were meeting a stranger, like, oh, that's not who I thought you were. That's a different guy, you know what I mean? And then I met myself doing the podcast. I became familiar with how I sound, how I looked, how I act, what I fidget with, what I play with, how long it takes me to think of things to say, what words I stumble on, how articulate I am. I learnt. I know myself, bro. So it's like I don't feel self-conscious on camera.
Yeah, you got to know yourself,
exactly
bro.
Who
That's
I am,
such a
bro.
powerful saying, man. Like Drake, he would say things like "know yourself," you know, like that song. But you truly do need to know yourself. And I'll tell you, this is another good question, bro. How do you feel when people give you external validation? Like they might say, like, Drake, bro, you got the coolest podcast, bro. I can't wait for you to blow it. Jake, you got mad tattoos. Jake, you got this, you've got that. Bro, you're so confident, Jake. How do you feel when you hear stuff like that? I just want to hear your take.
I think that if I agree with them, I appreciate it. Like, let's just say that Delvin said something to me the other day at the gym. Like, I was just thinking of something like, I think that day, I think I did a 14-day no carb, no sugar. So I just did beef and eggs, cold beef and eggs, fucking 14 days straight.
Cold beef, so like raw beef?
Yeah, not raw. I was just like, I was at work just eating fucking cold food. Like,
but it's already cooked, yeah?
Cooked, of course.
Yeah, yum,
cooked, of course.
yeah.
It wasn't yum, trust me. After 14 days, bro, it was just yum. And by day like 12, I started to feel lean, ripped, jacked, all these things. I was already feeling a certain
It sounds
way.
like the carnivore diet.
It was carnivore.
Like,
It was
that
carnivore.
would be nice, probably hot, but maybe not cold.
Yeah, no, it just got too much cold, yeah. But anyway, I was already feeling good. And Del said to me that day, he's like, bro, you're looking good. And I'm just like, that really meant a lot to me. But if someone was to randomly just say to me where I'm not expecting it, oh, bro, you're looking good. Oh, bro, I really appreciate it. That's nice. This is cool. I feel awkward. Awkward, yeah, definitely.
Why do you feel awkward?
Do
you feel like it's fake or you don't?
No, I don't think it's fake. I just think...
You don't accept it?
Yeah, I don't accept it. Yeah.
Bro, that's not a bad thing. And I'll tell you why. Yeah? I feel like you're at the stage now where like, no matter how much external validation people give you, 100 people, 1,000 people could tell you, Jake, like you put on size. But if you don't in your mind say, I've put on size, it won't mean shit. So, and that might sound like to the normal person, like, what the heck, that sounds insecure, that sounds negative, or like, no, that's actually positive because that you don't really care about what external people say. So say you do put on the size and you're like, no, I feel mad, I feel like I put on size, yeah? Say that when 1,000 people say to you, bro, you got smaller, you put on no size, won't break your confidence.
I do find that to be true.
You only get that from internal confidence. I feel like before I would love it when people would give me compliments. Now it doesn't even, just goes over my head, bro. Like, but then there's times where like, I'm like, oh, but sometimes you get that nice compliment, you're like, when you really, like, you feel like you need it, and then it just like, oh shit, no, it's there. But I feel like I want to build my mind to the point where it's like, only relies on internal confidence. Like internal validation, not external.
I like that. Because I do find that to be true. Someone might say something to me on that subject of like gym. Someone might say to me like, oh, bro, you all right? You're looking a bit skinny. You know, it might be someone I've just bumped into in a while. And it's like, I think to myself like, he's wrong. You know what I mean? Like I don't look skinny. But if I do feel skinny and someone says I'm looking good, I think I look skinny. You know, I guess it all depends on how I feel. How the other person, what they think is good or bad, doesn't affect me at all. Yeah, it's what I think. Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, exactly. What you think is more important.
I think that's cool, bro. And you know what I have to say, since we're talking about physiques and gym and shit, since the last time I did the podcast, bro, the first time I did the podcast, you're already looking fucking swole, bro.
Thank you.
I have to ask, all right, are you natural, bro? Are you natural? Because the person that I see today is... For the Shreyes I used to know in the past, bro, I thought it was stupid last time. Last time I'm like, bro, Shreyes has been putting in work. Now I'm like, get out of here, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, obviously you put in the work. You're training every day. You're eating good. Like you're consistent with everything. You're not just focusing on training, but breathing and fucking boxing and cardio. Like, bros, it's like, get the fuck out of here. You natty, bro? You're on the gear.
Promise to God. I promise to myself I'm full natural.
That's it. That's mad. That's mad. Because I've been thinking lately, like, maybe I should do a cycle, you know what I mean? I'm thinking maybe I should do it.
I have nothing against, like, doing cycles and stuff, bro. Like, when I was younger, when I was 18, I used to look up to a lot of the bodybuilders, and I used to be like, oh, I want to look a certain way, so maybe when I'm 21, like, I would have taken gear, but then I already reached that stage once I was 21. So then I was like, I don't really want to take it. But, bro, don't get me wrong. I've had friends that I've trained with that, like, they ask me, like, bro, should I take gear or something? Or I'm like, bro, like, if you feel like it's going to help you and you're going to actually diet and you're going to train hard, then bro, who the fuck cares? Like, bro, go hard. Like, I don't care. Like, I honestly don't care. It's only when like you're taking something and you're not putting in the effort and you're not training in your thing and you're just really taking off years off your life.
Yeah.
So then it's like, but bro, I feel like, bro, if it's just testosterone, I think it's just like testosterone.
Because I did it when I was younger, bro. I did it when I was a teenager. I did it. And it's like, only reason I'm not doing it now is Delvin got in my head. He said to me, he's like, because I was thinking maybe I'll do it in like April, fucking June.
So what was
July.
that like? So you did tests when you were younger?
Yeah, when I was a teenager, I did 2 cycles. I did a cycle of testananthate and decadurabine. I did deca and test when I was, I don't know, maybe 17 or something, maybe 18. And then I did another cycle maybe 6 months, a year later, of sustananthate and testananthate. So I did 2 cycles actually.
Yeah. And how did you find that, bro?
Oh, dude, I can't lie to you. I went from 70 kilos to 68 kilos to 95 kilos. Like, yeah, but I don't know, I was eating like shit. I was a big, unhealthy, meat-headed looking dumb cunt. Like, I wasn't fit.
How did you feel on that test? Like
How did
you
I feel
Like,
on
did you feel
the
confident, or like, what did you feel, bro?
Yeah, dude. There's no question you feel confident. It's a level of arrogance though, above overconfidence. It's like, you know, you see people taking too long on the machine, you're just like your time's up, you know, kind of thing. It's like
Bro, you're funny as. Yeah.
It wasn't confidence, it was just straight up dick energy. Like, it was like not even big dick energy, it was just dick energy, you know?
Yeah. Would you say it's the like it comes to the feeling of like, bro, I look better than you, or like I'm bigger than you?
Yeah,
Bro, you got it. Would you say
yeah.
it came from that?
I'd say it came from that, but that was also coupled with the fact that I was only a teenager. Like, I didn't have enough life experience.
Even I had that as well. Like, and it wasn't even. It was from like insecurity, if anything. Like, where I feel like that mentality where you feel like you're better than people, it needs to go, bro. I don't sense that from you, where you feel like you're better than me, and I don't
I don't have that.
And honestly, bro, I'll treat the cleaner with the same respect as like, unless they disregard me, then it's like, all right, fine, you know what I mean? Like, we're past that stage. But I feel like when you have that mentality, which you already have, bro, you will freaking, your self improvement just doesn't stop. It just keeps growing, growing, because you're like, there's always gonna be someone. If you think like that, there's always gonna be someone better than you.
And then,
like, you know what I mean?
Worse,
anything,
bro, and worse.
Yeah.
And you don't want to walk around all day thinking people are worse than you, like, because you disregard the wrong people.
It's crazy.
Bro, I'm happy to honestly sit in. I'm happy to. I'm gonna re-articulate this because I've been playing on it for the last 2 weeks. But 2 weeks ago, my mentality was, I'm happy to sit in a room full of crackheads and talk with them for 2 hours. You know, like, I meant that. Like, I really don't have judgment. I don't find criminals and junkies and whores, and I don't care what people do. It's not my problem. I just care that people don't intentionally harm others.
Yeah, okay.
I think that, like, if people want to do whatever they want to themselves, like it's up to them. So for that reason, like, I've never considered me to be better than someone. Like, it's a good example. Like, I'm sober. Like, I've been sober, you know, and never once have I considered what I do better than people who use.
Yeah.
You know, people who use, sometimes I think to myself, like, fuck, you lucky cunt. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you're past that stage, bro.
Yeah.
That's really good, because like, when I first became sober, I sort of looked at those people down, like, because you put so much effort in yourself to be sober. So it's like, takes a lot of effort. And then I would sort of look at them like, bro, you freaking, what's wrong with you? You Unky J, like, you think, like, bro, come on, like, I don't want to be anywhere near you.
Yeah.
I feel like the next level past that is where it's like, you can be around that and not freaking do it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so I was like, I couldn't be around places where people were drinking and stuff, because I was like, then I'll have temptation to drink. But then it's like, once you get over that, when you build enough confidence, it's like, yeah.
Well, I was thinking that for a long time, and I'm going to be careful about how I put this out on the internet, because I'm not even sure I will yet. I might cut this out, right? Because I haven't put enough thought into this. This is just things I've been playing on the idea of in my own head lately. But I never felt the temptation to use, whether it be drugs or alcohol, like, for the last 2 years. And I found the same amount of enjoyment hanging out with people that were drinking and using, that being the sober guy in the room. It just meant that when everyone went retarded and there was no more people to talk to, because everyone's telling me the same story twice and people are mumbling their words, I get to go home. I'll just drive myself home and I'll go to bed. You know what I mean? Like, but lately, I think I've gone past it now to a point of, I'm not finding value in environments that have drugs and alcohol in them.
Of course, bro.
I'm finding it's worse than not finding value. I'm finding
the spirits and shit, like, just taking you back, bro.
What's the word? I don't want to say I'm feeling
low vibrational.
No, it's different, because it's a personal thing. It's like, I'm not feeling an external feeling coming towards me. As internally, I'm feeling like I'm letting myself down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm disheartening myself. I'm doing myself a disservice by being in a room full of drugs and alcohol.
100%, bro.
And as I said, I've never looked down on anyone who wants to keep using whatever their fix is. I mean, I'm not judgmental. I'm a nicotine addict. I've still got my addictions, but Delvin's someone that I train with every day, right? And Delvin decided to go clean of everything. No alcohol, no nothing, right? He loves a beer. He loves a good, nice cold beer. But he's like, you know what, bro? I'm with ya. That's haram. We don't need it. It's poison. It's bad for you. It's sin. Let's get rid of it. I've told Delvin now, bro, if you start drinking, I'm going to judge you, you know? Like, because he's already made that decision to stop. If people want to continue using, that's on them. I don't mind. They can do whatever they want to do. But once people make that decision to stop and then they start again, that's when I'm like, bruh, you were doing so well, you know? Why are you going back, you know? I don't know. I'm not even exactly sure if I'm going to put that in the podcast.
Yeah, no, you don't have to, but bro, I 100% agree with you on that, bro. Like, especially if it's someone close to me, I'll just be like, but then again, everyone, like, even if they fall, I'll still be there to catch them because, you know, I know what that's like. But yeah, I'll still like, I'll be like, but that's why my inner circle, bro, no one really freaking is like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So I'm like, because it takes a lot to be freaking, you could take the easy route. But bro, what's crazy is that this is a whole different topic. Bro, I feel like you don't need alcohol. You don't need any like other external substances. The confidence and the feeling you can get from a natural high, from training and exercising, bro, shits on all of that. You can go to any rave you want, bro. That feeling that I feel from training and the endorphins and natural, it feels like trumps that any day of the week, bro.
Facts, dude. I went to a festival like 3 weeks ago or something like that, and I went sober, and it was maybe even the first hardstyle festival I've ever done sober. And in the past, the confidence was there, I guess, but I was looking forward in the bottom of every capsule, you know what I mean? Like, once the confidence runs out, I need another one. Once that confidence runs out, I need another one. And I was just looking for more and more and more. Like, my happiness, my serotonin, my life was somewhere, and I need to find it, and I need to eat it, bro. Give me more of it. This time I went, I didn't want anything, dude. I didn't even need water. I saw a slushy. I got a slushy, but it's like I didn't even need it. I just got it because it looked cool, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm like, I want that. It suits the outfit. It was the same color. You know
what festival was it, by the way?
HTID.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Rave, yeah, hardstyle one. But then you would have seen, bro, everyone gacking out, and you would have been like,
everyone.
And you would have been like, bro, I don't know if I really like this anymore. You know, like you sort of. Would you say like going to that, you grew out of it?
Yeah, I was already out of it. I never once even considered using it or anything like that while I was there. I think the things that make me realize I don't want to do drugs and alcohol are
just coming back to your old self. Would you say, like fear of going back to your old self?
Okay. I don't know if I want to use the word scared, but I'm going to use the word scared. Like,
yeah,
the idea of using scares me because of how far I've come.
Yeah,
and
it should, bro.
I'm not willing to
risk
it.
No, for what? Some cheap thrill?
Yeah,
like a 2-minute freaking feeling. Whereas like where you could feel like that the whole fucking week, bro.
True.
You know, like we don't, bro. Like
it's not because it's not fleeting, is it? It's like it's forever. It's forever growing. You feel better and better and better. Bro, you know, every day. You do and good shit.
That's what trips me out, bro. That gives me the real trip when I'm like, I didn't know you could experience life like this. I want to imagine. I can only imagine how people that are 1 billion times more confident than me, like how they see through their lens, how they see life, like how they move, like how life moves so fast for them. I'm like, what? I want to see life through that sense.
That's a point, bro. Doesn't life move so fast the better you improve?
Yes, it does, bro.
And that's why it's a movie, bro. That's why it's a movie, bro. Because the amount of things that are happening in your world is crazy, bro. You know? Yeah, that's a good point. I'm going to think about that for a while.
Yeah, bro. I love it when life sort of moves fast. Not like in a way where it's like,
it's fleeting.
It's fleeting, like, oh, just went so quick, like fast and thing. Like, you're just in the moment. Like, bro, the last 2 days were freaking like so fast. Like, I remember I was just, I went to church with my friend, and then we were just like in there, we just went, after that, we went to someone's house, and then we were all engaging in conversation. Like, that was really nice, like seeing a different side of people. I didn't even know that they had that side. They were talking from there. Then it was like we moved, and I had to go to work. I had to do a shift, like, and then I was like, bro, I'm gonna do this, like, just move so quick. I didn't, like, in the moment, and then even while I'm there, I'm trying to make the most out of it while I'm with it working. I'm like trying to talk to the person as well, you know. You're like even just trying to keep it going. And then after that, I think I had only like 2 hours sleep or something, and then I came and I had to do the MC thing. So I just got the opportunity literally last night. Do you want to be an MC for this program? And I was like, fuck it, it's going to improve my skills of talking and confidence. And I was like, bro, I'll do it. Yeah, I might have less sleep. I was like, I want to have more sleep. But I'm like, that's the real challenge, doing it when you're tired, doing it when you're like not all there. Because the price of success is like you're going to have to cut down on sleep and things like that. And then I was like, bro, fuck it, I'm going to do that. And then after that, freaking, we're here in the podcast. I'm like,
Yeah,
bro, it was a freaking, like, yeah, it might not be the coolest things, but that to me was
feels
mad.
like it, eh?
Feels mad, bro.
Yeah,
like,
you're right, bro. And I'm the same, bro. I can think about my weekend. And I think about it every Sunday night before I go to bed. Like, what was my weekend like? And I guess in the past it was very blurred. And oh, dude, what a weekend! Why was it a mad weekend? I was unconscious for like 38 hours straight, dude. Like, I barely remember any of it. Like, I don't know how I thought that was fun for so long, bro. But it's like, now what was my weekend like? I woke up early, went to the beach, went and did this, went to the skate park, went to the gym, went to church, saw my mates, filmed a podcast, filmed a second podcast, filmed a video, went, got lunch with this guy, had dinner with this guy. It's like, it's just never ending, bro. It's
I love how
never
you said
ending.
skate park, bro. That's freaking, because like skills like that, like just little things like that, no technology, nothing, that's fucking insane.
I've been trying to intentionally
Yeah.
get better at scooter. I bought a scooter like 2 weeks ago and I've been trying to go every day.
Yeah.
Trying to go every day, yeah.
Because I feel like that stuff, bro, like a different generation, like our generation now, it's only going to get worse in the sense like more technology, people are not going to be as focused. They're going to like, whereas those simple things like back then where, you know, like there wasn't as much technology. You go to the park with your friends, you go play handball, you have the scooters, the skateboards, like that sort of stuff was like just so much in the moment. I feel like that's what's missing nowadays. People, they can't just live in the moment, bro. So it's like, you know what I'm talking
Handball's
about.
a fucking good point too. I haven't even thought about
Yeah,
handball
I feel
in a
like the
long
more
time.
confidence you get and the more faster your life moves, life feels like the olden days. Like I feel like a kid, bro.
Yeah.
Like kid in the sense like how I felt in high school. You know that high school confidence you have where it's like no care, no worries in the care, like something might protect me, it might not. In that sense, bro.
Yeah.
That's
That was
the
my
feeling.
primary school. That was my primary school
because
mentality.
you had so much confidence as a kid, like nothing external, no problems, and then
And life happens, eh? Yeah. Yeah, I guess confidence does come from within when you're a child, doesn't it? It comes from within. But I guess you do learn it as you go, you know what I mean? We just don't remember. We don't remember what it was like trying to make friends. We don't remember what it was like, you know, first holding a girl's hand and you know, all this stuff.
Remember when you were a kid, bro,
Public
and then like,
speaking.
you go to a party and then you get your first grind on the girl, like, bro, you're just like this, and then you're just telling your mates, like, you're like awake in your pillow, you're like, bro, that was mad. What a feeling, bro. Yeah.
That's so jokes, bro. Bro, I remember, honestly, I remember being in primary school and like holding my missus' hand for the first time
Yeah.
at school dances and shit like that, bro. And like,
Yeah.
But I remember this one girlfriend I had for so long. She would hold, like, did you ever being in primary school? Did you have to do things where like girls and boys would have to partner up and dance? And like, it might just be running around in a circle or something really simple, but we had to do like partner dancing kind of thing. And it was only public school. But then like, I remember holding my girlfriend's hands for the first time, thinking to myself like, oh, my girlfriend's got sweaty hands, bro. You know what I mean? I remember that. I remember thinking that.
that's so funny, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but
jokes.
shit like that, you just unlocked a memory.
Yeah.
I only found out recently what that term meant, bro.
Yeah.
I only found out recently what that term meant, but then that's a mad thing. Like, you know when you hear a song, like an old song after ages, and then it takes you back to that time period of life, and then I almost like tear up, bro.
Yeah.
Like the tears don't come, I just stop them before they come, but I'm
Yeah.
like, sometimes I feel that, I'm like, bro, that was insane.
Yeah. You know what song I'm like that with? Every time it plays, the band Fun, Nate something and the other guy. I remember Fun. They had like Some Nights.
Some nights I stay
That's
up.
it.
Yeah,
That's
that
it.
song.
They had another one,
Yeah,
We
bro.
Are Young, I think.
We are
Yeah.
young.
So those two songs, bro, if they play, I'm down bad, bro. Like, they remind me of being 13 years old, 12 years old, around that age, and like playing Minecraft with the boys, bro, up online, Xbox Live, buying gamer points, and like just living, bro. Like, whenever I
Yeah.
hear songs like that, they unlock memories.
100% unlock memories. But what else is crazy is, bro, like, I don't think that necessarily life is bad now. I think it's better now.
Yeah.
I 100% think it's better, but it's just that, like, we just have more in front of us that we're like, I want to climb more. Like, I'm sure, like, when you were younger, you would have been like, if you looked at yourself now, you would have been like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if, you'll be like, whoa.
But you know what's crazy, right? And you can probably relate to this too, right? I became the guy I wanted to be when I was a kid. Like, that's crazy for me to think of. Like, because
That's insane,
I still feel self-conscious. I still feel like I have a lot of improving to do. I see my tattoos and I know I'm an unfinished painting. I see my size and I know that I could have put in more work. I want to get veneers. I have good teeth. I know I do. It's a nice smile.
Yeah.
But I want better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
there's nothing wrong with that, bro.
And I think to myself, but like, even though today I'm okay with, but I'm not like, I made it. If I imagine what I was like at 10, he made it, bro. That's fucking crazy. I look exactly how I want it to look. I live how I want to live.
That's
like,
insane when you put it like that.
That's fucking insane, bro. And I think that everyone's doing that too. I just don't think we realize it. I don't think we notice it. I think we're too fixated on we don't have it. We don't appreciate what we've built.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Because I guarantee, bro, like with your physique, your confidence, with the things you've got going.
I would have never thought in a million years I would be this person.
I reckon you surpassed what you thought,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, bro, definitely. Yeah, 100%. That's why I trip out. I'm like, whoa. But then it's like also the element where you're like, nah, I want more. It makes you hungry. You're like, I want to see what life has to offer.
Yeah,
so it's like, we'll see.
What else can I get?
Yeah, get rich or die trying.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see. I'll never let like money define me or anything. Like, even though I haven't really, let's be honest, like I haven't touched like crazy money, but I would never let it define me. Like, that's why I feel like, in time, we'll see. Who knows? Money, who knows, bro, what it's like having like 20 million in the bank or 10 million in the bank. Like, like what's that? 100 M's, like how you might be. So it's like, God knows, right?
I don't think I'll ever care like how much money I've got in the bank, bro. I swear I don't. Like, I think making money is fun. I enjoy the grind of working hard and putting money in the right places and trying to invest. And if I start this brand, maybe I'll make money. If I start doing this and maybe that'll work out. But I just see myself being able to do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it, no matter how much money I'm going to have.
Regardless of how much you have. Like, you're living the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, living in the moment.
If I want a Bugatti, I'm going to be able to rent one for the day. I won't even have to organise it. I know in the future one day I'm just going to be like, get me a Bugatti, and someone will get me a Bugatti. I don't need to have $20 million in the bank, bro. You know what I mean? I'm going to have a network, and that's going to be my net worth. Like, I'm going to know the Bugatti dealers. I'm going to be making videos sponsoring with this guy. My mates are going to do this. I'm going to be able to do this for someone else. They're going to do something for me. Like, what do I need money? I don't need $100 million, bro. I'll live $100 million lifestyle instead.
Would you say that you're full content?
100% certain on it. I'm 100% certain on it. I am becoming, and I'm always going to continue to be the person I want to become.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think knowing that I became the 10-year-old version's idealistic 26-year-old is making me more confident in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all that matters, bro. Jake, I have a question. Yeah. Now, how would you deal with like feelings of like being low or depressed? Like, what do you do to bring yourself up?
Well,
like on a day-to-day basis, like
on a day-to-day basis, it doesn't happen, right? So I'm not the best example of someone who experiences what it's like to be sad or depressed or anything like that, because I don't feel it. I've never really been that guy who gets sad. I get sad if I watch like a sad movie, or if someone tells me a sad story, or someone I know passes away. Like my dad told me today, one of the family friends passed away, and like obviously that makes me sad, but I'm assuming you're asking from a place of like, you know, depression. Is that where you're asking from?
Like, no, not even depression. Like, say you might feel like not confident in that moment. Like, what do you do to bring yourself up? Like, because that's what it comes down to, right? Like, you might feel down, yeah? Like, what do you do?
What do? I just do what I should be doing anyway. I just train.
Yeah.
I fix my food. I focus on being focus on my creative side. I just double down on the jobs I need to do. Now, I think feeling down might come from not feeling like you're doing enough. Yeah, so I just do more. Yeah.
That's a very good answer, bro.
Thanks, bro.
I definitely feel like you're in that sense, bro. Like, can relate. Like, the reason I feel down is because I don't have much purpose. Like,
purpose.
Yeah, I don't have much purpose. That's why, like, I might be scrolling on Instagram or freaking, you know, things like that, or watching pointless content when I could be creating it.
Yeah.
In that sense. So I definitely agree with that. But there's times where like in the day where like I know that the energy is a bit low. Like I'm zapped out of energy. I've given all my energy to, you know, what I've had to do and stuff. And there's times where like I'll be in the car and I'll be going somewhere. And then I'll be like, all right, I need to bring my energy up. What can I do? And I'll be with my friend or something, or my brother, and I'm like, and then I'll put on some freestyle beat, yeah. Some Migos freestyle beat, Slippery or something, and then I'll just start rapping, even though my rapping is 1 out of 10, but freestyle is just fun, bro. Like, you know how fun that is, like just trying to change it up. Like, I feel like that improves your wit. And then I'll do weird shit, like I'll be like, yo, Nick, let's do, like, this is what we were doing on the airplane. So I was like, all right, let's do a game now. Let's do the storytelling game. So it's like, all right, I'll give you a random word. Could be anything, pineapples, banana, orange, or like, I was going to say curry, bro. It could be anything, but you have to like tell me a story for a minute or as long as you can about that.
That's cool.
And that's pretty fun, bro, because then you're not only working on your wit, you're working on your confidence, your storytelling in the moment under pressure when you're feeling tired. I feel like I love doing shit like that. That helps. And then even, bro, sometimes I'll play the game where I'll be like, let's play the funny game. I'll be with my brother. I'll be like, yo, you could try and make me laugh for 10 seconds. You only have 10 seconds. And he'll have to do something funny. He'll do some weird shit like this. Like, bro, he'll do something fried, you know, just to make me laugh. And then, yeah, it's...
And that makes it funny, bro.
Yeah, bro, it makes it funny. And then I'll crack up and then I'll be like, oh, shit. And then I'll make him laugh. But also, when I don't have him around, yeah, sometimes this is where the psychopath brain kicks in.
Mm-hmm.
I'll think of something really funny and I'll laugh to myself, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's happened in my past, like something funny as fuck, and then I'll just start cracking up, and then people might hear me, they'll be like, what's wrong with this guy? Why is he laughing? But then I'm just like, oh, inside joke, because that's what you have to do when you're feeling down, bro. Like, you know,
I like that, bro. And you know what, I think that I'm going to deep the question a little bit. I'm going to re-articulate it to how it made sense for me, but I think that being down and being burnt out, I think that you categorize them as similar, and that's I answer the question differently to you. And being burnt out, there's two ways I can handle being burnt out. I think that and because I'm religious, I believe in God, right? I don't know if I'm religious. Maybe I'm religious, but I definitely believe in God. God will give you what you need. What you need, I believe God will give to me, right? So if I need more energy, it will come. I just have to find more until then. You know what I mean? So I'll just keep doubling down. If I'm too tired to socialize with this guy, I'll do it anyway. I'll do it. And I might be getting more and more and more burnt out, but eventually God will give me what I need. And what I need is exactly what you're explaining. I think you need to learn how to play. Playing, like when you're a kid, playing handball or onto the skate park, making your brother laugh, you know, playing games, freestyle rapping. That's important, bro. That's very, very important for the brain. You have to learn how to play. You know, and I think as adults, we lose that, bro. And I think that's why a lot of adults get depressed and angry and, you know, worried and stressed. And
because you forget how to think, bro. That's what technology has done, bro. It's like you literally open your phone in the same way. You open it in the same way. You freaking you look in the mirror the same way. Like, it's like you'll do things. I'll even be brushing my teeth in the same way. And then when I notice that, that's what causes anxiousness or anxiety. So then when I notice that, like, I'm doing something that's like not myself, I'll quickly move and I'll be like, oh. I'll do it. I'll start holding my phone like this, you know?
Yeah.
I'll start typing like this.
But that's like, playing again, bro. You're free, opening yourself up to the world, bro. You're experiencing new things. Like, I consider going on holidays. I consider, like, let's just say traveling in any regard. I consider going to the beach or a cliff or a fucking skate park or a boat or a swing. Or I consider calisthenics. I consider being outside playing, bro. I might find reasons to justify it. Like you were saying as well, you were saying that, like, you know, you put on freestyle beat, like the Migos song, and you think it's fun, you're doing it, but it's also you're working on your vocabulary, you're working on your wit, and it's good to justify why you do it.
Exactly. It's not just like because I just want to get better at rapping. No, there's a hidden agenda behind it. Like, okay, if I do this now when I'm tired, I know that I'll improve my wit, my speaking, my confidence as well, bro. You know what's crazy, Jake? I started singing, bro.
Yeah, I'll get to that in one sec, bro. I do want to get to that in a sec because I've got an interesting point about singing as well. But I think that it's okay to justify why you play, but you shouldn't have to, right? So even though you're not doing it because I want to become a mad rapper, I'm doing it because I'm going to be able to dig deep and find better things to say on the spot, and I'm going to become better at my pronunciations, and I'll find ways to put different pieces together. All these things come from freestyle rapping. Mm-hmm. But don't do it for that reason. Do it because you like doing it, and then find reasons why you like doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll be like, I have to do it because I'm not doing enough puzzle piecing. I'm not doing enough vocabulary analysis. I'm not doing enough quick-witted thinking. Like, so you'll use freestyle rapping as your job to get done the work. But then if you start doing that, rapping will no longer be fun anymore. And not only will you not be able to feel recharged when you do it, you'll also never get to do all those other things because you won't
The
be
hard
rapping
work,
in the
yeah.
first place.
Definitely.
You
And I-
only
yeah.
rap because it's fun. I only podcast because it's fun. All right. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I become more confident. Yes, and I hope for the same reason you do content. Like I think you make content because it's fun. Right. I don't think you do it because you get more confidence, because you're working on your presentation, because you're growing as this person. I think they're just extra pieces of cherries on top of the ice cream that is fun making content. You know what I mean? I consider making content fun. You know, that's why I do it. And yeah, it's beneficial. I might be able to make money off it. I might be able to do all this, and it's mad getting recognition. But I want to be able to take every single piece away. If I wasn't meeting interesting people, would I still want to be doing podcasting if it was just my mates? Fuck yeah, I would. If I wasn't getting better at my vocabulary, would I still be doing it? Fuck yes, I would. If I wasn't getting better on camera, would I do it? Fuck yes, I would. Because they're just extra little sprinkles. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
That does.
I think I deeped it a little too
No,
much.
but it's a good way because that's how you see the world.
Yeah.
And I can relate to that, bro, because you're right. I do definitely see. I look forward to doing that. I'm like, bro, I'll do it with a random guy in the car because I'm confident to be like, yo, like this is fun to me, but it's also like I won't tell him that it's working on the other stuff as well. I'll just be like, bro, this is fun to me. You don't do this. You don't do this with your mates, bro.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
I'm gonna do it now, like in that sense, like, and they might join in as well. They might be like, bro, that's mad, but yeah, definitely. I feel like that's the icing on the cake. Like the cake has to be made, and then have the icing. But
because sorry, I know you're gonna go into that thing, but it's like I do the same thing with I try not to take photos and do things when it comes to like church, for example, might be one of them. I might not have any content. I might need a photo. I might need to do this. I'll get dressed up as nice as I can, and I'll go to church, and I won't take any photos of it because I want that to be separate from everything else. This Thursday, me and my brother went to a comedy show in the city, and I wanted that experience to just be fun. We were playing. We weren't. There was no ulterior motives. Yes, I could have got a mad Instagram story. Yes, I could have made a funny skit video. Yes, I could have done all these things, but it's like I wanted to remove all of the extra things that could have happened, and I just let it be what it was. It was fun to hang out with my brother and go to this comedy show. You know what I mean? And I try and avoid putting too many details on things that are fun, because without the fun, everything else you get burnt out. You know what I mean? That's when you recharge.
Wait, what do you mean by that? So as in like, say if that is fun to you, but you didn't take content, like, but say you did, then it's like you've run out of fun, would you say?
Yeah, it no longer became because it was fun. It became because I needed to make a video.
Yeah, I get you. But then what about your creative brain? That you know how you said to me, you're always looking to improve your creative brain and look for new ideas and things that might be fun. Like say for example, the comedy show. I don't know if you've always been into comedy, but is that something new you just started doing?
I've always been into comedy. And over the last 2 years, I've been going more regularly. Yeah. I don't think it will take away from my creative brain by using what I would already be doing. In fact, I think it would be doing a disservice to my creative brain, right? So if I was already going to go to this show and then I was using this show to think of something creative because I'm already going, right? I'm not putting in as much work as if I wasn't going to a comedy show and I had nothing to do. Now I got to think of a brand new thing. You know what I mean? I got to think of a brand new video idea. There's no extra little cheat code. There's nothing to, I'm already here. I may as well make something. You know what I mean? It's like, let's start from the beginning. You know what I mean? Let's fucking go hire a suit and let's fucking go scare people in public. But if I was already going fishing one day and I thought, let's make a video while I'm already on the boat. Let's do a backflip off the boat. Let's jump in the water and catch the fish. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not as creative as if I just sat at home and thought, what would be a good video?
Planned it.
I should go get a boat and go jump off the boat and catch a fish. It's different to, I'm already going fishing. I may as well use this opportunity to make content. You know what I mean?
I get you.
It's not as creative. Yeah.
I get you 100%. And I feel like that's something I could adopt, bro. Because like, I don't put a lot of planning into my videos, even when it comes to speeches and stuff like that. A lot of the people, they're like, bro, you sound retarded. You sound like a uneducated person when you talk. But they don't understand. I've just finished the freaking set, like I'm dead, and then I'm just like, turn on the camera, let's talk, let's go. But like, I feel like I love doing it like that. But bro, that's something I've told myself I want to do better this year. I need planning because in my videos and stuff, there's not really any structure, bro. If I'm being honest, it's all random. Mm-hmm. Like it's literally all random. Like if you like, let's say if you looked at my page and you just thought like, what is Shreyes known for? You wouldn't be able to really tell. Yeah, you could say like more motivation, but it's like there's random in that sense. So that's where I'm always looking for criticism and things like that. Or even if it isn't criticism, I'm like, okay, how can I improve? How can I make it better? But I feel like that mentality, bro, I've only had this like recently.
Well, you bring up Cenat before. I bring up Cenat before. I'm going to bring him up again. People watch his streams and they think that it's crazy, it's live, anything can happen, right? Random shit happens in his streams. He might have fucking someone lights a fire, fireworks go off in his bedroom.
Yeah.
Like someone might say something super, someone might fall over. Like anything can happen, it's live. I'm telling you, Cenat doesn't just press record and go.
He definitely plans.
He plans to the minute.
100%.
I watch his streams. I watch his 10-hour streams. I watch his 24-hour streams, whatever they might be.
Yeah.
That motherfucker has planned. He's planned the entire stream. He knows at what time certain things are coming in. He knows a text message will go off on his phone because his team's texted him saying we're about to bring in food.
Yeah.
So then he'll be like, man, I'm hungry. Hey team, I want some food. And then the food comes through the door with like, you know what I mean? But it's like nothing's freestyle.
No.
Because that's work, you know what I mean? That's
100%.
work. Yeah.
But I feel like that's something I need to do better.
Yeah, I need to as well. I need to as well.
Yeah.
More planning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just takes time, doesn't it? You have to make time. And that's the creative brain, bro. The creative brain and the output of work are two separate entities. The video is not the creative part. The video is the work. You've done all the work being creative. You know what I mean? You've planned everything you want to say. You've planned what you want to look like, what you want to wear. You've planned where you're going to say it. You've planned all that already. Mm-hmm. Now it's just time to do the job. Yeah.
Okay, so bro, in terms of singing, like I've always been shy of doing singing in public and things like that. And I think that's the ultimate kind of confidence, bro. Like to be able to sing in front of a group of girls and make them giggle and laugh and they're just like, oh, that's that thing. I feel like that's the ultimate pickup to me. And I'm like, I would love to. I wish I did that. I just played an instrument, but it's not as impressive to me as singing. So I'm like, now, you know what, bro? I don't give a fuck. I want to learn singing. Like, yeah. I don't care. Like, bro, you know how people, they make rap videos and shit, bro. I might make a singing video. I don't even care because my brother, bro, you're going to crack up. My little brother, he's got an amazing voice. From a young age, like he's been singing and stuff like that. And, but he sort of stopped doing it. And then when we were in India, we were there, and then there was like this cute physiotherapist that was there taking care of one of my grandmas, and she had her friends there and stuff, and like, be old or whatever, but like, and then they're like, oh, Nikki, why don't you go and sing? You know, you're really good at singing, you know? And then he's like getting shy and stuff. He's like, no, I don't want to, no, I'm not ready, auntie. Like, I don't want to do it. I'm like, bro, this is your chance now. You're never going to get this chance again. You do this now, it'll be ingrained in you. You'll do it again, you know? And then he's like, oh, fuck it. And then he just started singing. Bro, and they were loving it. Like, I was like, bro, Nick, you're a mad singer. Like, and then he's like, bro, I'm glad you told me to do that. And then now I'm like, fuck it, bro. I'm gonna start like, I'm gonna just do that shit. Like, even now I might sing a song on the podcast, bro. Let's go. Like, that's what I've been doing. Because before I'll sing in the car, yeah, but the windows are up, bro. So no one can hear me. But now, like, I've been like putting them down, and I put my sunnies on. I'm just gonna sing. Like, I'll just put the song on like 3 volume or 4 volume and start saying, like that. But bro, I feel like that improves your confidence, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck, let me. This is gonna be good, bro. This is gonna be good.
Madness, bro.
Oh, bro. You're gonna, bro, this on the spot now, bro. Fuck me dead. All right.
I couldn't do this.
All right, what song? Let me think. You know that song by Timbaland and One Republic? Let's go. I'm holding on a rope, got me 10 feet off the ground. I'm hearing what you say, but I just can't make a sound. You tell me that you need me, then I go and calm me down. Say, tell me that I'm sorry, didn't think I'd turn around. You say, I said it's too late to apologize. I said it's too late. That's when it croaks, bro. That's when it croaks, and I'm like, fuck,
good
bro.
Fucking work, bro. Good fucking work.
Bro, I was so shy when I was doing that, but I was like, bro, I have to. If I don't do this now, then, bro, like, I'm never gonna do it.
Bro, this is what I fucking appreciate you, bro. Like, that's madness, bro. Like, that's. Honestly, you're not a bad singer. It's not like you have something to be embarrassed about.
Yeah.
Like,
no, but it takes a lot of confidence to do that. I was like, bro, I never thought in my life I'd be singing in front of you, bro.
If I'm doing that, bro. Fuck off, bro.
Bro, that's crack up. I feel that.
That's hilarious. That's
But see, that's
gangster, cunt. That is
sick, cunt,
fucking
bro.
thug, bro.
Thank
That's
you,
mad.
bro.
To just do that is, and that's what I'm talking about. I know you would have felt, and you articulated it, bro. Like, bro, fuck it, I just gotta do it, bro. I just gotta do it. Like,
right.
that's
It makes me want to do it again, bro.
That's
but
hectic,
it's like,
bro.
yeah.
Bro, one time I was with my brother. We were driving in the car, and we were both trying to sing Sam Smith's song. I say this all the time. I hate Sam Smith, but man, he
He's
makes
got
some music,
mad
bro.
songs, bro.
Makes
Yeah.
some music, bro. He's got this one. I can't remember what it's called, but he has like a really high note. It's like a really radio song. And we're just taking turns of just making each other laugh, but like proper from the stomach laugh and trying to hit it. And it's like, sometimes we'd have to be like, okay, bro, that was decent. And then we'd try again, we'd blunder it, you know what I mean? And we'd laugh. And then I said, fuck it. So I went on Google, bro. I typed in singing lessons. I pressed search, came up with a place, called them, put them on speaker. I said, hey, bros, I'm just, I was just thinking like, can anyone learn how to sing or is it something that you're born with? And the guy's like, yeah, man, anyone can learn how to sing and learn how to use your voice as an instrument. I'm like going deeper. Is that really true? Can you teach? Like, cause I want to learn how to sing. Can you really do it? My brother's looking at me going, bro, I'm not going to a singing lesson right now. I'm like, no, that's not what I'm doing. And he's like, the guy starts talking again, and I just say, all right, listen. I'm going to cut you off right there. I'm going to sing for you right now, and let me know if I've got it or not. And then he goes, oh, yeah, look, if you really... So I just busted it out, bro, as hard and as loud as I could to this guy on the phone, with no regard as to whether he thought it was going to be good or bad. Like, I was just trying to just get it out of my system. And it was like what you're saying you were doing, but it was like a stranger over the phone in the car that I'm never going to meet. They can't even see me, bro.
Exactly.
And like, that was so embarrassing, bro. That was, for me, to do that, so embarrassing. And it was funny. I'm glad I did it. And the guy was like, look, bro, if you got the confidence to do it, you may as well start doing it. I'd like to be able to sing as well, bro. But fuck, what you just did, I can't do that.
Same, bro. I don't know how I did that, but bro, like the way I saw it, I was like, bro, in this moment in time, like, if I die tomorrow, people might not remember me. Like, I'm being serious. So, like, fuck, imagine, like, you're at my funeral, bro, and then you're like, what's the funniest moment you had with Shreyes? And then you bring that out, bro. That would be amazing. You know?
It's not just funny. I got to be honest
like,
with you,
the best one of the maddest moments.
I fucking respect it, bro. I fucking respect it. That's hard, cunt. Like, that's... To sing in public on a podcast, just go, fuck it, I'm going to do it.
True. But I feel like podcasts, it would be easier than in public in front of people,
No
bro.
way.
You reckon?
For me, I'd rather do it in public.
Oh, yeah.
No, actually, maybe not. Maybe feel more confident. Maybe by myself in the room, maybe I'd do it by myself. Yeah, that was hectic, bro. That was hectic. Good work.
Thank you,
You're setting an example for me when it comes to what I've been trying to overcome lately, which is public nervousness.
Yeah, social anxiety, bro.
Social anxiety. Is that what that term is?
I feel like it's social anxiety, and
I've never
the
understood
more famous
the word.
you get, the bigger you get, more confident you get, bro. You'll face more social anxiety. You'll notice because you'll be walking different than normal people in public. Like, even when you're doing that ghillie suit, a part of the reason you got a lot of nervousness is not because you're actually nervous to do it, but because a lot of eyes are on you. They're like, you know what I mean? So then you can sense other people's nervousness as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, you'll get that the more crazy stunts you do and stuff. So
yeah. Well, I notice it just in general now. If people recognize it or they've seen me out, they say something. I definitely feel that social anxiety for the first time, but I've never experienced it before. Yeah, it's only a recent thing I'm starting to feel.
That's
I don't
good.
even
That
hate
means
it.
growth, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, Doxie, the way I see it now is the uncomfortable feeling. When I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling uncomfortable. My body is doing that because it's new to me. So then I tell myself, all right, now I'm growing.
Yeah.
It's up to me how I look at this. Like, am I going to regress and then be shy and stuff and just like go under the radar? Or am I going to freaking own it? So I feel like also one thing before, I wouldn't really try and take the center of attention. Before, like the last 1 year and stuff, I'll just be like learning how to be a civilian, learning how to be chill and stuff. But now I realize there's a lot of attention. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Let's take the center of attention. Fuck it. Let's go. You know? So I'm like, I feel like once you do that, you start doing the random things, the movements and stuff, then it's more chill as opposed to like coming in a bit more perfect and stuff like I used to.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I love that, dude. I love that. That's sick. Oh, we're getting towards the end of the episode, but almost at the end of the finish line. But in case you had a couple more interesting points you wanted to go off, I'm happy to say as well.
Look,
I don't want to have to wrap it up because I know I did want to get through what you had as well.
Okay, so Doxie, what's it like having many identities?
That's a fucking good question, bro. That's a good question. Did you write that down because you just thought of it, or did you write that down before this podcast?
Before this podcast.
That's crazy you would even ask me that, because like is that the same question you would ask anyone, or is that a question specifically for me?
No, only people that are of caliber, bro, that I think are of caliber. Because I'm not going to ask the person that only has one identity, and I'm like,
well,
he wouldn't understand it. Just
you know, that's only something that I've only recently even started telling people in the last 48 hours, dude. In the last 48 hours is the first time I ever even let anyone know that I feel like this. Because I genuinely feel like I have multiple personalities, let alone identities, bro. And I do.
Yeah.
Like, identities is just the person who's the identification of the personality, you know, that's all it is. And I think it's a tool more than anything, bro. It's just a tool. I gotta be honest with you, bro. Like, how much of this do I want to put in the podcast, and how much do I not want to put into the podcast? All right, I'm going to try and articulate like this. So I might tell you some, and I might cut out some, right? Because there's just some that I'm not willing to share yet, not from a place of self-consciousness, just because I haven't figured it all out, and I'm just trying to work it out before I articulate it to the rest of the world, right? So I've identified different personalities inside of myself. One of them is... he's the kid that loves being on the computer, editing videos. He's the kid that just fucking wants to sit down, lock in, and fucking edit all day. I'm not that guy, bro. You know what I mean? Doxie, the guy hosting the podcast, he's not the fucking guy that wants to be editing on the fucking computer. But I fucking appreciate he's a hard-working cunt, bro. And if I didn't have him, these videos would not get done, you know? So I need to have these multiple different personalities. If I didn't have the same Doxie that wanted to be the best Friggy and best inside of his trade, I wouldn't be able to fund the lifestyle that it takes to be able to fucking make content and do all these things. Like, I think having different identities is a good thing, because it allows me to put my focus wherever I need to put it, you know? And it's like, I don't have to feel like that guy all the time. I can choose to feel like someone else when I need to feel like that guy, you know? Is that answering the question in the way you want it?
Yes, that is. It's going along the lines, like, because you're telling me what it's like to have multiple identities. Because you choose who you want to feel like, what suits in that moment the best. But like, personally, bro, I felt like before, what the reason, like, you know how I felt like super confident, and then I lost that confidence, was I feel like because I only had one identity, and that was like my physique at that time. It was an insane 1% physique. Like, it was still insane, like ready to compete, like I would win shows, but I based all of my confidence on that. And then when I slowly like got put on a bit of weight, lost it, I like lost all my confidence. So then I'm like, now it's important to build more identities. Like, okay, what else is going to give me mad confidence? Could it be like from the way that I can learn to speak a bit more eloquently? Could it be from the way that like I'm learning how to kick instead of just box and stuff? Could it be from like I'm learning how to be a better listener?
That's a good point.
As opposed to like just talking all the time. Is it because I'm improving my body language? I'm learning how to sit with more open body language. I feel like when you have multiple identities, bro, it's like, okay, say you this is how like I feel like feeling weird happens, because you base yourself off one, and then when you come against someone that's like got so many, then you're like, oh shit, I don't have, but you're not really fully content. Whereas if you're fully content in your identity and stuff, it doesn't even matter. They could be a completely different identity, but it's like,
yeah, I'm happy to let, and it's like, I think. Because the way I identify it easily in myself is that the person that goes to sleep isn't the same person that wakes up. Because I can tell myself when I go to bed, tomorrow I'm going to wake up early, I'm going to set my alarm for, if I have to get up at 5, I'll set my alarm for 4:30, right? And I'll have my cold shower, I'll wash my face, brush my teeth, and I'll stretch. You know, this is what I've planned the night before, and I believe it. And when I wake up in the morning, that guy doesn't wake up. That guy that was excited for the next day doesn't wake up in the morning. The guy that wakes up in the morning, he sees his alarm go off and he presses delete, and sometimes he even sets another alarm that's meant to be later than the time I decided I'd wake up the day before. And then throughout the day, I remember, and I'm not even feeling like the same guy from the morning anymore. And I'm like, that guy in the morning is not the same motherfucker I remember from last night, bro. That's a whole different personality. That's a whole different identity. So then now I'm trying to take control, because if I don't take control, that motherfucker that wakes up, he might fucking pop up before gym, and he might be like, we don't have to train today, you know what I mean? Like, let's just skip today. Let's just fucking go home and fucking eat a pack of chips and let's fucking watch TV. But it's like, I'm trying to control. I'm aware that there's different versions of myself throughout the day, you know, and I consider those to be different identities. And it's not even like I can use it to my advantage all the time. Sometimes I just have to be aware of the fact that that guy who cheated on his diet isn't me. But let's make sure he doesn't come back. You know what I mean? Let's just fucking, I need to be here. I'm the guy that needs to show up today. Because if I don't, the lazy version of me might, the sad version of me, the insecure version of me, the guy who doesn't really want to edit the videos might be hanging out that day. So then I have to become that version of myself. No, I'm the guy that wants to edit my videos. I'll show up today. I'll edit the videos. If that makes sense.
That does, bro. No, that's how, sometimes it can only be explained like that because it's not something simple. To have multiple personalities, multiple identities, bro, like you're not a normal person. Bro, you can sit down with literally a person of any caliber, any kind of like person from any race, anything, and you're able to have a fucking like, and even lead the conversations. That's a whole different level of confidence. Even I don't even think I have that, bro. I don't have that. Like if I'm gonna be honest, like I'm just being real.
I think
like,
you would.
Yeah.
I think if you worked on it the same way I worked on it, bro. Yeah, 100% you would.
No, but I'm saying in a sense like you should be proud of yourself, bro. Like don't ever think like what you don't have is like it's a skill, bro. That like some people have.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Don't, you know what I mean? So it's
yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. And I think that's all. Maybe some people just think to themselves.
Definitely
like,
an outlier skill, bro.
I think that some people think to themselves like, oh, I'm not that guy. You know what I mean?
Bro,
like,
our brain will fucking tell
I'm the
us
guy
shit,
that I'm the guy that broke under pressure. I'm the guy that pissed his pants in school, right? I'm the guy that when the boss asked me when my boss asked me like, why'd you do that? I blamed someone else, even though it was my responsibility, right? People do things and they think I'm that person. I'm that guy. No. That was a version of you at one time. You can decide to be someone else now.
100%,
Next time the boss
bro.
says, who the fuck did that? You say, bros, it was me. I'll make sure I don't do it again. Next time that a girl says, then I really like your shirt. That's a nice shirt. Oh, I'm the guy that smiles awkwardly and doesn't know what to say. No, that's a version of me. But today, I'm going to be the version of me who says, oh, really? Thank you. Speaking of nice shirt, that's a mad shirt. Like, look how good that looks on you. And like, bro, you don't need to identify as one individual. Learning to use multiple different versions of you is a fucking tool. And you know what? I'm glad you said that because it is something that I'm proud of that I can use.
Solid, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah, solid. I think, I really enjoyed this pod, bro, because it was. I feel like it was different. Like I got to learn more about you and your views, your perspectives, and the same goes vice versa as well. So like
100%, bros.
I definitely would do this again, bro. Like something like this.
Oh,
We'll come in with way more energy.
Yeah. Nah, bro, your energy's been fucking, trust me, your energy's been top tier. I have no faults to throw on your energy.
Yeah.
I want to get Lozzie on for a Swapcast once. That's another goal I want to have in the future. And then when I do that, I'd love to have you both on the podcast at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. And I just want to say, before we do wrap it up, I really mean it when I say, bro, the content you put out, it gets a lot of ridicule and criticism, I guess is the words to use for it, like hate, I guess people
I feel like,
hate.
bro, this is a great thing. We should just end on this, like finish it, talk on this because I feel like this is something great.
Sweet. Because I think that like you obviously get a lot of hate online and like
Yeah.
I see it, and that's why when I'm noticeably scrolling and I doom scroll, so I don't really pay attention. If I see your videos, I'll click on it, I'll watch it, I'll listen to it, I'll take it all in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously I want to show as much love as I can, so I'll comment something, I'll like something, I'll message you about it, whatever it might be.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll go in the comments and it's just like no face, nameless identities, bro, commenting dumb shit, right? And the fact that you continue to post because of that dumb shit shows to me the highest level of influence I've ever seen. I've posted from anyone. I look up to Luke Irwin. I look up to fucking Shamus. I look up to the Nelk Boys. I look up to all these people. But everyone's just sending them love. And I think to myself, and I think a lot of people might look at that and be like, oh, it'd be awesome to be able to receive that much love from the world. And yes, I know you get a lot of love too.
Yeah.
But seeing someone who can cop criticism and then I never see you reply to those comments. I never see you fucking engaging in it. I never see you do that. It makes me think to myself like, I don't want to make content now because I want to receive the love. I want to make content now because fuck what anyone else thinks, bro. And then you've inspired me to be like that, bro. Inspired me. Like I appreciate you for influencing me to start the next chapter of my life, bro.
Bro, that means so much. to me that you're able to share that with me, because bro, no one's ever told me that, like ever. And that I'm just like, if people tell me like, yeah, your videos inspire me, but bro, someone of caliber, it's different. Like that, it's like, you know what I mean? Like someone that freaking trains like insane and then gives you a mad compliment, it means something to you. Whereas like if someone that doesn't really train, they're like, you look beautiful, but bro, like it's a.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you for turning that compliment back on me again. Yeah, because it's cool, bro. And as I say, bro, people notice, bro. And your content's improving all the time, bro. All the time.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, it's sick.
Thank you.
You using an actual camera nowadays, or you using?
Yeah. Actually, I'm using the Osmo Pocket, bro.
Yeah, mad.
With the
I want to
thing,
get that.
Yeah, it's really handy because like this one, it's good and all, but you need a freaking microphone and stuff. But I'll tell you something funny, bro. When I first started on Instagram, I never really used to cop hate because I don't think that they got that many views and stuff. But then once I started posting on TikTok, bro, they started going a bit crazy. But then, bro, it was all hate.
Yeah, because I've never used TikTok. I wouldn't even know what your TikTok looks like.
Bro, and then you know what happened, man? Like there was one video I posted with the top cuts and it got so much hate. Like I got like 200k views or something at that time. That was a lot at that time. But I got a lot of hate, bro. I didn't even want to show my face in public, bro. Bro, I swear to God, I didn't even want to show my face in public. I was like, because I felt like, fuck, man, all these guys talking shit. Like, this is fucked. Like, they're just like, they're laughing under their breath and stuff. But then later on, the stronger I became, I was like, bro, like, that video is a hectic video. I'm proud of that video. I don't give a fuck what anyone else says. I put so much time and effort into that video. And I felt, so I'm like, that is a good video. Then later on, like, I noticed the more I started doing it, that hate turned into love. But then obviously, like, it's like, a lot of the times, like, we live in an era now where it's like, I feel like you need hate, bro. It's like, it's a good thing. Like, if the video doesn't get hate, I'm like, bro, that video didn't do good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
you've told me that before on the phone, and I've told that to many people. I said, bro, my mate told me this, and it's fucking gangster, kind of. That's fucking insane. If I didn't get hate, I'm like, you said to me, he's like, bro, if I put out a video and people don't start commenting hateful shit on it, I'm like, fuck, was that a shit video?
Yeah.
Wow. Bro, everyone copped hate, bro, in the beginning. The Spaniards of the world copped hate. Look at Spanian. Spanian's the superstar of Australia, you know.
Yeah.
Kid Leroy was making music. Everyone was saying, look at this idiot kid making music. He's touring the world performing. Like, it's almost like it's what the first steps have to be. Yep. And I think everyone who's a part of the public eye will go through their phase of love and they'll go through their phase of hate. I'd rather get my phase of hate out of the way first so I can get into
Still
my
going
phase
through
of
that,
love.
bro. It's a tough one, bro. I'm going to tell you that. Hey, I would love the love one, man. I'll be sure about the hate ones. Oh, yeah, there's times. But, bro, sometimes, don't get me wrong, Doxie, I might scroll through it and look at the comment. But some of the shit's funny as fuck. I'll laugh. But then also some of it, it's like, it's just ignorant. You see through it, you know. There's even people that comment that are like well-known, bro, like famous. And like some of these people, like I used to like and stuff. But I still like them. They just... Like, then again, they don't know me in person, so it's different. Like, I'm sure if we had a conversation in person, they'd be like, bro, you're way different to, like, the online persona you portray or, like, or you show. It's like, so, but then again, I don't blame them. Like, if I saw me, I'd hate me too, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bro,
like,
I think, bro, to be honest, bro, let's just use Spaniard as an example. I look up to his videos, right? If I see some dumb shit, like, I still comment dumb shit on his videos. I comment a lot of love on his videos, but if I see some dumb shit and I see an opportunity to get a joke in, I'm going to make a joke, you know what I mean? Like, I guess I don't do it with my mates, like people that I know in real life. I don't want to bring that level of energy towards them. So maybe it's something I should fix within myself. Maybe it's not right to be making jokes on people's Instagram posts. You know what I mean?
Bro, you know what that was like back in the days, bro, when like maybe not Instagram, we used to do that as well. But remember the Facebook status where like someone would be friends with a girl or something, then everyone would comment, bro, like crazy. They'll be like, oh, is that the girl? Does she know you? Does she lick it from the top or some shit like that? Some weird shit.
Is this the girl you told me about?
Bro, that was so funny.
I loved doing that, bro. I stopped adding girls after that, bro. It was too
and then when it was like a known girl in the area, bro, that was the funniest shit. Yeah, people would just be dying, man.
Add it to the list. That was crazy. Fuck. But I think, the world of commenting, bro. even commenting, I can't lie. My comment game is banging. Like, if I see jokes on there, I have to just make jokes on people's videos, bro. And it's like, and commenting is another way of getting traction too, because like if someone posts, and you might not think about this as well, but some people use commenting on your video hateful shit for only so they can feel good about themselves because they can get likes, right?
Yeah, bro.
And I use it. Like I've got likes on people's videos that might get thousands of likes, and through that I'll get followers. You know what I mean? Through that I'll do that. So it's like, it's not always about the content someone's putting out there. Sometimes people are just looking for any opportunity to be seen for themselves.
Yeah, bro. Like as much as everyone wants to be noticed and stuff like that. And I'm gonna add this to it, bro. I've been a hater before. I've had fake accounts and stuff where I'd comment shit, message people stuff. Like I'm just being real with myself because I like to say I'm a real person, true to myself. Like not a thing. But like, so I feel like this could be karma, bro.
Yeah, it could be.
Not even that, bro. Not even that. I'm just making a joke out of it, so I feel better.
Yeah.
But maybe it could also like, so I know what that person's going through. When I was deep down, when I was doing that, I wasn't happy with myself. I fucking hated my life, bro. So I would think that this is funny, and then send it in a group chat and think that like, bro, now like I'm getting some validation. But so when I see a hater, I'm like, I know what they're going through, so I don't blame them.
Yeah, and it's almost you can't help but feel bad for people. Bro, I've had I can't lie. People comment something on my video the other day saying like something like fucking something about my beard and then receding hairline or something like that, and it made me laugh, bro. I was like, look at this fuckwit commenting this, and it like got me. Don't get me wrong, it still got me. I was like, motherfucker, like. I'm already thinking about getting a hair transplant. You know what I mean? This gun's fucking
turkey,
this gun's picking it out, bro. And like I don't know, like I respect and appreciate your ability to just ignore it, bro, and say fuck, who cares? Because who cares, bro?
The way I see it, Jake, is like no one would say that in person, like no one, bro. And even if they did, bro, like cool, that's a you problem, bro. Like I'm not here to start fights or nothing. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't really care. You don't like me, bro. That's you're wasting energy from your own day. Like think about it, Jake. We only have so much energy in a day to save for ourselves, and like if I'm wasting that, like hating someone else, I could be bettering myself, getting bigger arms. I could be getting fucking better. Like so, it's like I need all the energy, you know?
Yeah. It's mad, bro. I hope you know, bro. I hope you know that I mean it when I say this. You're a fucking G. You're a G, bro. You inspire me. And I couldn't thank you enough for coming and doing another podcast, bro. I couldn't thank you enough.
I appreciate that so much, bro. That means the world to me.
Yeah, gang. All right, well, as soon as this is done, bro, we're going to start chopping it up. Because we're going to go for a drive after this. We'll chop up on the way. We're going to film some content, all right? It's not going to be today. Yeah. But just for everyone listening so they're aware, we're going to start making some videos together. Yeah. So there's like a bit of a foreshadowing for everyone else to get excited for.
100%, yeah. And interviews, like shirt off, shit, picking up chicks, some crazy shit. Yeah. We only live once, so... fuck it, like we're going all the way. Yeah. All the way.
Yeah, gang. What I really want to do, bro, is I want to have my AirPods in and you tell me exactly what you want me to say to the girl and I'll say it,
I'm just going to be honest, I'm not very good at like that, but like we'll just see whatever happens.
No, it'll be funny, bro. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Bro, 100%, that'll be mad.
Yeah, gang. We'll wrap it up, but I couldn't appreciate you anymore. So
thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Gang.
For everyone listening, almost forgot, thank you as well for making it to the end of the episode. It was an amazing week this week, as you just seen, and I promise there'll be another one next week. That's a wrap.
Good work, bro.
Yeah, we heading for the sun. Shawty got my high, I ain't tripping for the funds. Yeah, I won't start, I ain't tripping, I'm a stunt.